Hello, I'm MPX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. So, I have a problem, and it's interestingly the opposite of the problem I thought I had. I thought I needed sand, and I kind of do. I mean, I've got lots of sand, but I need dumb amounts of glass to recover my end in it. And so, interestingly enough, I thought I had too much sandstone, and I was sure just somewhere around my world there was a cache of sandstone. But at some point in time, I used up all of my sandstone, besides, as you can see here, about 3 stacks. Maybe it was in my recent end project, but either way, I can't find my sandstone. I've looked around for it everywhere, and so I can just conclude that I thought that 3 stacks was an infinite amount, and it's a big problem. I need some sand, and so what I'm going to be doing in today's video is destroying an entire desert, quite literally, to get some more. Because I've destroyed an entire desert already, I've destroyed a pretty decent portion of the second one, and today I destroy a third desert because I need some sand. But most importantly, you know, sand is nice and make a lot of glass with it, because there's lots of projects in mind I have that need some glass, but also I intend to get some sandstone. So let's fly over to... So here's the first desert I destroyed. You're familiar with this one. It's great. It's wonderful. It's all the things that are right and or wrong in the world, depending on your perspective. And then if we just go over here, you can see... Actually, that's a beach, not a desert. Oh, it looks like a beach, but this is definitely a desert because there's a cactus there. You know? But it's a nice, manageable... desert to destroy. If we destroy this desert, we could probably like cut in the coastline and it wouldn't even look like we destroyed something. In fact, it'd really help with this little channel right here, I think. And so that's why we're doing it. We're destroying this entire desert, mostly, you know, partially for the sand, which we'll smelt up. We'll make some glass from. It'll be great. Also, thank you, Jason is here for becoming the 509th channel member. Welcome to the club. Really appreciate you joining on the channel. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to be destroying another desert. I'm going to now unpin my own message, by the way. And, oh god, the message is still pinned, even if you remove it. Oh god, I can't unpin it. Chat, do you see a message that says message retracted that's pinned to the top? Because that's all I see, and it's a real problem. So anyway, yeah, I am IBX Toycat, and so as a result, I shall live stream. You know, I am IBX. I think IBX Toycat, and therefore I am IBX Toycat. Oh god, okay, so a lot of things just broke on my stream. Because of what I just did, I literally can't get the live chat on my stream right now. So, that's a problem. Maybe. Is it going to work this time? No, okay, so, no. Yes, it's pinned? No. Everyone sees the message, it's pinned, and I can't remove it now because the message doesn't exist. So I have to pin something else. So chat, give me an interesting message and we'll pin it instead of what's up there right now. Honestly, Yeah, just say something interesting. Make a joke and we'll pin it. There we go. That's because I can replace my pin message with something, and I don't know what to replace that with. So we'll outsource that to chat. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be filling up my inventory with sand and then taking it over to my big furnace room, and then obviously also hey, I loaded up a new world, and within 200 blocks I found a desert well, desert pyramid, and a village. I'm excited for you. Desert wells, honestly, they add so much life to a Minecraft world. You know, some people say like, oh, it's just sandstone and water. They're not valuable resources. But you know, some people, you know, some people voted for the insert bad labels here parties in Europe, and you know, look where that got us. You know, literal you know, Holocaust. No bueno. Not a fan of that. So therefore, you can't trust those people. Those same people go out and... my favorite quote is like, oh yeah, people, you can't trust people. They listened to Coldplay and voted for the Nazis. That is my favorite Peep Show. I think it's Superhand's quote. Anyway, gotta get the member numbers on screen, says Grassy Productions. I could have a member number on screen. Honestly, there's no tool Streamlabs has, as best I can tell, that's like particularly great for showing that. Like, I want it to be there, but Streamlabs doesn't know if someone stops being a member, so it would keep counting up even when it needs to. It's a problem, I guess, with YouTube's API system, which shouldn't be. It's a problem, and therefore I have to update it manually, and therefore, like, you know what, it's gonna get outdated real quick or something like that. But yeah, you know what, let's throw it back on screen. You know what, do we need to see that? We do need to see that. I have to. Oh god. Okay, so. My chat has frozen a long time ago. Oh god, what's happening? You know, just my luck that I break YouTube when I start streaming, but that's fine. You know, again, it's not about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey, and we're gonna have a terrible journey, and I guess that would make it about the destination. Yeah, it's about the destination, not the journey. What if the real journey is the destination? What if the real, you know, like it always annoys me when people say like, oh, it's about the journey, not the destination. You know, why do we travel places if it's about the journey? No, we go places because we want to get to a destination. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be your 509th channel member. Have a good live stream. In front of the sand, it's really hard to read messages. I don't know. Oh God, didn't read it. I gotta find it. Oh God, I'm so unorganized. Okay. Thank you very much. Jason is here though. I'm gonna just look at the sky and I'm gonna be a mess. I will donate every stream till you remember me, says Cinnamon Toast Cletus. You know, that's a solid plan. Famously, you can buy friendship. People say you can't, but you can. It's just about what the price is. Also, will we be able to build on the Nether roof in Bedrock in 1.17? So far, the indications are on no. I would like to see that change. Personally, you know, if we're increasing the height limit for the overworld, let's do something with the Nether. The fact that they didn't in the Nether update, though, you know, like if they hadn't discontinued the devices yet, so maybe there's a sign of that coming. I wouldn't be too excited by that, but you know, I think you can be excited about whatever you want to be excited for. You can be excited that the sun will rise tomorrow, and I'm a bad person if I take that away from you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pop out my chat finally. God, oh God, it's still broken. Everything is just broken today. It's fine. I'm gonna pin someone else's message. There we go. Replace pinned. There we go. And now someone else's message is pinned. Nope, it still shows my gone message up there. Okay, you know. Also, Mr. Bobby Boo, thank you for the £1 tip. How are you doing today, Mr. Bobby Boo? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm trying to get my chat going so I can see it on screen. See, this is an interesting thing. Like, some people say, like, I don't care about reading chat. The fact that I'm, like, genuinely stressed when I can, and I'm like, you know, I need to be able to, is a problem. You know, let's have a no chat segment for the first 20 minutes till YouTube fixes itself. So, how about the weather? Oh, can't hear your responses. Oh, you like the weather generally? That's nice. That's great to hear. I guess I can see tips. See, ooh, now Toycat's doing the vid bad thing, where he specifically reads out messages of people who pay for him to read out messages. That's a bizarre thing for him to do. Now, there's an interesting, there is an interesting, like, you know, I can joke about it all day, but there is an interesting morality thing in, like, if, you know, there are some things we consider to be bad, right? So bad that you can't transact in them. You know, drugs, human beings, certain services from human beings, you know, like, and the interesting debate is, like, who is doing the bad thing there, the seller or the buyer? And, like, you know, traditionally we've seen both as being at fault. But an interesting, like, kind of change in philosophy is that, like, actually, it's the buyer that's bad, you know? That's what, like, a lot of Nordic countries take that attitude towards the sale of certain human sacred goods. Also, Sand says, Light Wars last 2132. You know, I appreciate that one. You know what, that message probably took you a while to write, and I wanna say thank you for taking the time out of your day to do so. You know, it can't have been easy. You know, that I bet there are a lot of people who say, no, don't write messages like that. I'm glad you're brave enough to tell them off and to prove them wrong in the way that you so heroically just did. Also, in his video, he said so far it's only new chunks for the caves. Could change as they figure out how to stitch them onto old worlds. Yeah, I have a theory. I didn't want to dive too much into it because it's kind of complex to explain, but here's a live stream. I get to talk about whatever I want. Do I want to talk about cats? Yeah, I love the swimming cats. I also like the cats that look like tigers. Thank you, CJ. But I like the, you know, toigers. Oh, they're adorable little kitties. I like street cats. Honestly, you know, no matter, even though, like, you know, like luxury cats, like premium expensive cats, like all the YouTubers and celebrities buy. You know, like even though those premium cats, don't get me wrong, there's a certain love to them. I don't know. I felt like if I was gonna get a cat, I'd want, like, you know, when every time a cat just chose, you know, it's called like, oh yeah, a cat chooses you. Like a cat on the street would just follow me around Turkey. I was like, I want to take you home. I don't think you legally can. I think it'd be a whole nightmare. But like a cat choosing, you know, like that's, people say the words like unconditional love all the time, but like that's true. I guess they could. I guess it's arguably conditional. Maybe it's that whole thing about like, you know what? They're just, those cats are just taking a service from you. They want food and they know you can provide it. Wouldn't it be funny if that's how cats fought? Also, thank you, Greg Pop. Appreciate the tip. I really do. Toy Cat is Imperial, really. You know, thank you very much for saying I am Imperial. As in, I'm not metric, question mark. So yeah, what we're gonna do every time we fill up is we're gonna take all of the sand and we're just gonna throw it right into the blender. Sometimes known as a furnace. Right over here. See, the chests seem a little bit filled with it. We can just throw all the sand in there. Easy, easy, easy. Shouldn't put the sandstone in. That's going to block up the system. And then also we need to go to bed. But there's a bed nearby here. Somewhere. Under the house, in the house, whatever. Your world is taking forever to load the mouse, says Boba T. Yeah, the version on the marketplace is really small compared to the big one. But compared to this copy. But it's also still... Oh, look. Little baby jungle villager. It's also still hundreds of megabytes. You just gotta remember that. I'm Dylan Furlong or Death Knight Ryan Furlong. Will you invade Canada one day? Says Mine Laughter's Geography. Of course I will. Do you think Bedrock will go 64-bit with the height limit now? Says Bullram Animation. They're not 64-bit with their height. What do you mean like seed things? The seed thing is actually something they have mentioned they're considering. I don't imagine it's linked to this, but you know, I don't imagine a lot of things that turn out to be true. Also, thank you, Morgan Mason and Gerald K. It's a sand stream, a funny thing to be pinned with. I don't like the sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. You know what? Let's go for it. First person to write down the Star Wars quote exactly. I'll pin you. And by first person, I mean, okay, we're gonna have to control R here. Oh yeah, that's fun. Something like one of my worst personality traits. Something I really don't like about myself is I like to do things differently. To the benefit, like, you know, I mentioned this before, but like, I press Control R instead of F5, even though it's 2 buttons, because I'm like, well, that's a better way. Yeah, so quirky. Okay, we're gonna pin Gerald K over here. Oh god, replace pin, perfect. Wow, someone's popular today. I'm popular today is the answer, and every other day, of course. Yeah, there we go. Everyone referenced Star. They're great. The prequels are such great movies. I remember I watched all of the Star Wars movies semi-recently, and I don't even know why I did it. Like that must have been so much of my life that I just spent watching mediocre movies, because I was like, you know what, let's see them all. And maybe it's just because I like the conveniences, the comfort of modern cinema. But like I do have to say, the prequels are bad movies, but like so are the sequel, the whatever the normal ones are called. It's just they came out at a time where the bar was lower. You know, like, do we judge people by the bar of their time, or do we judge them using the bar from history? Also, thank you very much, Pinky Mune. How do you even say that name? I don't know how you'd say that name. I seriously don't. Okay, let's see if I can get my chat running now. Okay, let's see if we can... Okay. Oh, it's just saying, oops, something went wrong. It's like, you're gonna have to be more specific. Okay, if I take away the studio bit, I just go to... Okay, I'm gonna load up a copy of my live stream, and I'm gonna watch that, and I'm gonna just take the chat, maybe. Okay. We click this button, and then from here... I'm gonna load up a copy. Oh, look, there's me. So the delay is really minor if I set it, and then it... Aha! I can get the casual... I can't get my YouTube chat to work. I can get the casual version to work. From regular YouTube, not YouTube Gaming. Perfect. Also, thank you very much for the tip. Pat Merriman, 2 videos and a live stream on Wednesday. You have been sleeping and talking to your girlfriend occasionally, I hope. My girl... What? Sorry? No, yeah, today's first video is effectively just yesterday's. I had a video yesterday, but I didn't want to release it. Like, I wasn't happy with it entirely. And I just figured, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. I was going to tweet about it, but I don't want to be one of those people that's like, well, I made a decision you'll like. Like, I hate the idea of putting pressure on myself like that. Like, this video is so good now because I didn't release it because of how bad it was before. Hey, your average Robloxian. Thank you for the $10 tip. My hero. My man. Welcome to the Sands of Tatooine. Welcome to the Sands of Tatooine. Hey, Toy Cat, are you okay? You sound kind of tired. Yeah, I've been having a mess up sleep system recently. You know what the worst thing is? Like, my sleep schedule tries to mess it. I think this is probably by default on everyone. But I'm convinced my circadian rhythm, maybe I did this myself, maybe it's by default. It's like 25 hours. So every day, the ideal time for me to go to bed is like an hour or half an hour after the time from the day before. It takes so much discipline to like sleep at the correct time each night. And given that like for me, because I do things for myself, the correct time is going to be different. And given that like, you know, it might be worth staying up and doing a little video thing. You know, that might be the difference between you know, like some hundreds of dollars or something, you know, like you know, there is a lot of pressure sometimes. And I'm like, you know, it's hard to have a functioning sleep schedule like that, I guess. Which probably isn't the most astute observation in the world, but yeah, you know, I'm talking about my sleep. This is you know, sleep is not easy for anyone, I feel like. No one's out there like, yep, like every now and then I do have modes where I'm like that, but it's such a boring thing to talk about because like, I'm not going to say anything unique like, wow, Toy Cat, I don't sleep easy too. Of course you don't. Of course no one. Like it's a complex procedure, and we do, modern society basically tells you to do everything that's not good for sleep because it's good for everything else. Also, what do you think about sand? Says light was lost 2132. I think it's rough, of course, and I most importantly think that it gets everywhere. There we go. We said it. It's great. But the video about desert wells is kind of funny and random, right? It says Arkham Coley. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it indeed. I don't sleep. Nobody does. But like, I also feel like good sleep is such a big bonus to life, and it's like, it's a thing we're all missing. But like, you know, talking about, I think there's kind of a danger to talking about you know, like ways to improve your life that are really hard. You know, like, oh, if you just go to the gym for like 6 hours every week, you'll feel the difference. And it's like, oh, now I feel worse because of this other thing I'm not doing. You know, like sometimes there's like a beauty in ignorance, like not doing a thing but not knowing that you're not meant to do the thing is much better than knowing that you could have. You know, like I don't know, you don't want to have adding more regrets to your life can be a downside, right? Like using guilt to get yourself to do things, wonderful. Or maybe guilt's the wrong word. Using pressure on yourself to get yourself to do things, like that's, to me, that's just a essential part of existing in this world. But I also think that, like, you know, you gotta have a limit to that. You gotta have a limit where you'd be like, yeah, that's not even an option, not even worth considering, you know. How long till this gets political, says Tyler SNTX, and that's why I think we should vote for the bad party, not the good party, not the good guys, not the people who are good. We should vote for the bad ones, the wrong people, because they have better opinions than you think they do. Whereas the good guys, I mean, you know, they don't have room for maneuvering, do they? Also, I sleep fine when my children allow me to. Nice. I don't want to say I'm Welsh, so I'm Irish, says Mine Laughter Geography. Oh, I might be Irish soon. After, I think it was L4X, told me in a previous stream, I got, you can get into Russia easier with an Irish passport than a British one. And I was like, okay, I'll become Irish. So I'm working on that process right now. I want to talk about it soon, actually. It's the most fascinating thing. Like, dual citizenship is this weird hack for life. But it'll be a second channel video. Maybe a stream, actually. Who knows? Hello, Toy Cat. Today is my 5-year anniversary of being subscribed. My question is, do you watch any form of motorsport? If so, what? I don't watch any... You know, I'm not a big sport person. It's, like, such a time-consuming hobby that, like, it doesn't give me what I want from something, you know? Like, if I need entertainment, I have plenty of... Like, there are plenty of sources of entertainment out there that aren't like, you know, like, you get me? Am I saying this correctly? I don't know that I am, but I'm trying to, and that's what counts. So we're gonna, oh god, I've got such a filled inventory. Okay, let's throw the rotten flesh on the ground. Let's pick up the sand and let's start mining some sandstone until the end of the day. But yeah, I don't watch any like, I like the idea of motorsport a lot because it's not like regular sport. It's like, you know, it's got its own little fun spin. because it's all about, motorsports are about logistics and, like human accomplishment as much as they are about, like individual skill, which I like the idea of that. Like, F1 sounds like the sort of motorsport that I really enjoy watching, but I just don't. Yeah, I think being like, I think it's easy to be anti-sport if you're not into sport. Because it's easy to be anti-anything that you're not into, right? Like, I am anti, what's, I don't know, Roblox. I'm not actually, I'm glad that, people found a game they like. But, also, sleep is irrelevant. Also, hello Toy Cat, today is my 5-year anniversary to being subscribed. Oh, sorry, damn, I am messing up today, huh? But yeah, no, I've been having a bit of a mess. Been tired recently. I've been really distressed over the whole, like, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing some dumb things about it, but I just decided, like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until my scooter's legal. The police are they're enforcing a law they know won't be law in 4 months' time, for like, in a way that I thought would be petty and no one would bother to do. But police are actively ruining people's futures by removing their future ability to get a driving license or taking away their driving license if they're caught in an e-scooter in the UK. It's insane, and it's just like, well, that being on my history is such a, it's something I'll regret in the future. So like, but it's like actually distressing to me, like, well, they win, don't they? When people doing the wrong thing use bad, like being against the people doing the bad things, good thing. Also, I got the Lego UCS Millennium Falcon today, so I just wanted to show it off. Hey, nice, Vicky Tano. It's nice. Oh, sorry, show off. Like a flex is the word for that these days. Also, I'm gonna illegally download this as mine after geography. You wouldn't illegally download a car, would you? But is this the same skeleton from before? I wonder if it is. E-scooters are the most oppressed group, says Sophie. I mean, it's annoying because it at least if it was like a forever thing, it'd be like, well, they are enforcing the law. But when they're enforcing a version of the law that they know will expire in 5 months and that probably existed as a result of a loophole anyway, that's like, yeah, that's objectively they're in the wrong, but also they're the ones with the ability to mess up your life, and you're the, something about that just it gets me, I think that protesting laws that are easy to, I think protesting a thing easily is much, personally I think like protesting when it's hard is kind of an important thing, like, because otherwise they can stop things by, you just gotta make it difficult to fight against, and then oop, there you go. But I kind of... Also, Nats, 3256. I can't believe I'm paying to the British again. I got Bedrock to get your world. Having a tough time flying the Elytra. So different than Java. Tips. Is it really different? I haven't flown an Elytra on Java recently. But it's a lot easier on Bedrock in my experience. Because you can fly as fast as you want into a wall. And it only damages you a tiny bit. Let me prove this. I'm going to fly into this tree right here. And it hurt me a little bit, but like, not a lot. I'm glad to have convinced you. Russia and Iran... but don't go to Iran with the UK place of birth. Check out the immigration boards if you need help. Second channel video, yes please. Yeah, I looked into just for fun, because my, I've also got a Sri Lankan grandparent. Like, I was like, if I had a Sri Lankan citizenship, how would that go for me? And it's so hilarious that, like, honestly, that's most of the reason I want to make the video. And I'm allowed to, usually, again, you make fun of a country that is not, even slightly, not white, and people be like, ooh, hey, no. But like, this is me, this is my country. I can make fun of it. That's exciting, That's exciting. Like, I don't know. Toy Cat experience kinetic energy. It'd be funny if that actually happened. I can't wait to see how people have changed their world to Smackbella. Oh yeah, I'm... One of the things, like, I always knew would come up, kind of semi-naturally, was that. I think I'd just do a whole video on it rather than, like, having it pop up from time to time. I was considering doing a prize, but then... here's the worst thing. People's response to the last time I gave out a prize and tried to make it deliberately arbitrary. They're like, no, Toy Cat, prizes shouldn't be arbitrary. If you're giving people money, there should be a... And it's like, okay, so I won't give people money, and that's the solution, But, yeah, I don't know. Sure, sleep depression gives you less years of life, but it gives you more conscious hours of life. Yeah, but if it robs you of your health for more of your life, you know, like, that's the interesting... You know, I guess it depends on how much you care about being conscious. And I'd say probably, like, it's easy to... I would say I care about being conscious more than you might assume. More than you might assume. I have never used an Elytra, says Cat. It's crazy to me, like, you know, it sounds like you play a lot of Minecraft. Like, there's a lot of, like, endgame features that just aren't used by most people because it's just too much effort. Like, even I only got a Mega Beacon this last year. I was watching your Desert World video today, and my cat stepped on the unsubscribe button. Then I found matches and kerosene behind the litter box. Says Jacob Caster. Nice. Eating 7-Eleven pizza. If you don't hear from me, next stream, call the cops, says Esra Stavage. You know, 7-Eleven pizza, it's not great, but the fact that they can do it by the slice, and they can do it almost anywhere in the country, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm so sad we don't have 7-Eleven in the UK. Like, I know it's a garbage... you know, like, I know Americans hate convenience stores, for the most part. But, like, I'll take them. You don't want your convenience stores? I'll have them. Also, is this a separate desert over here? What's the deal with that? Oh, it's just a very bizarrely shaped desert that goes into this cave and then stops. Okay, let's steal it. But, are you still going to do Explore Subscriber Realms? Yeah, I did one recently, because I got so many last month. I was like, okay, we'll do a second video. It'll be great. So Cat, say Pog, says film to Mikey. No, I won't say Pog. Yeah, how about that? You gonna stop me? I deactivated your beacon. Honestly, the beacon has been annoying me. I've considered deactivating it myself. Like maybe having like a piston that turns it off and on. It might have to be 2 pistons, but like, I definitely want to do something about my beacon myself. It's annoying. It's annoying. America hates convenience store, but loves convenience. That is a funny irony of America's sound effects. You're right. You're definitely right. Why is Chat and IBX Toycat talking about food every stream? Do you not like food or something? Like, how can you be annoyed by that? That's like, you know, why does Toycat talk about Minecraft every stream? It's not even that big of a game. It's not even sold that many copies. And it's like, wow, there's a lot of reasons here. Food is like my only hobby. You know, how many hobbies do I have? 1, food. Everything else is just a, oh god. Everything else is just a passing interest. A passing fancy. Have you ever joined Realm with people in it, says Ella. Happens all the time. They give me a little tour. I find it to be useful sometimes, but also a bit annoying because they're like, no, you have to see this. And I'm like, but what about this? No, you're going to see this instead. But, you know, I think in general, pretty good overall. Oh god, I saw him on my left, but I didn't really put that in my brain. By the way, do you like how much I've repaired my netherite pickaxe? It took me like, I was just AFK for 40 minutes and then like, did like 3 minutes of work. But still. If you doubled a penny every 30 days, you'd have $5 million. Yeah, I've heard, I think it was a school somewhere around me. They asked their parents, to, like, would you rather give me £1 every day for the month or give me a penny and then double it every day for the month? And everyone's like, of course, I'll give you £1 every day for the month. Oh, sorry, a penny that doubles. Because how much can it be by the end of the month? Like, you know, like £2? It'll be less overall. And then it's like, nah, it's 5 million. Now I've bankrupted you, mum. How about that? Actually, I think even funnier is if you can get your parents to agree to do it. And like, show them that way. So they're like, ooh, 8p, 16, 32. Oh god, how? And like, see how far in your parents realize, oh, yeah, this is not gonna work. You know, that's a great idea. I'd be a great teacher. I would love messing with people's parents. I guess I'd get I would probably be fired. But I would enjoy the process until I was. And that's what really matters if you think about it. So let's throw in some more sand. I'm gonna have to go, oh, is there sandstone in here? I'm gonna have to go take away this other stuff. Or make a chest for it or something. I guess I could just find a chest. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's take a chest from this one, maybe? Yeah, this chest to the right, assuming I can. Is it half empty? Oh, I found some sandstone. There we go. That's what we're talking. Hey, I knew I had sandstone in my world. This is why I need to organize my chests, huh? This is why I need to organize them. Is that sand? Hey, 10 more sandstone. Okay, so now we move everything to the top half of this chest, including those baked potatoes. And then we could... Is the right half of the chest the second half or the top half? I think it's the... You know, we'll find out if there's a... And I messed up which half it was. Probably should have just waited for chat, huh? Probably could have just waited. And now I've got to mine this little corner. And then, oh dear God. Okay, so... Also, there's more sandstone I've not taken here. Sand. 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 Stone? Nah. Also, hey, thank you very much, Gerald K. At this point, I imagine you driving your scooter and a cop seeing you and saying, "Oh, hell no, not on my turf." It could be that I've been incredibly unlucky. I've been speaking to some people on Reddit. They're like, yeah, I've had mine this long, never run into any issues. That's what I want. You know, a police that look at a situation and go, "Oh, this is no harm to anyone." I think, you know, like that's what you want, but it's not what you get if you're me. I'm sure I am just unlucky, but alternatively, I'm lucky they didn't use the full force of the law. I only used threats of full force of the law with very minor punishment. You know, that's an interesting thing about like optimist, pessimist thinking, right? Like, you know, like, the fact that you can see the same situation as being a positive or a negative. You know, like it seems like there are either just definitely positive. There are definitely bad things or good things happening all the time. There's no in between. There's no gray area. But I think that's the point of proof of, like, you know, you can take any other example. Like, you know, height limits being raised to 384. Minecraft's getting way bigger and better. Also, my first death in your Let's Play World was burning to death. This is karma for getting subscribed, isn't it? You forgot to subscribe, Ren Harrell. Oh, I've never been so hurt by a subscriber's action. Ow, my soul. It stings. It burns from your lack of subscription. Also, yeah, that's what it is. Also, thank you for downloading the map. I've been floored as to how many downloads it's gotten. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to even talk public download numbers. But we hit a milestone today that I didn't assume it would hit over its lifetime, and it did it in the first week. So that's crazy. Also, I can't change the price of the map to go to its main price until the update comes out. So yeah, if you wanna, you know, I can't stop you from getting it at the current price. Ha ha ha. Is this some weird marketing technique? No, I'm just mentioning that there's an update coming out as soon as Microsoft hits the button. And well, as soon as they hit a button, then tell me I can hit the button, and then we're going places. Oh God, let's put that back there. So I brought it nice last night during the stream. Hey, thank you, Neon Crafty. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. Unless you're the sort of person who likes gravel, in which case I hope you have a bad day. So let's go fly back to bed. Should we just take a bed with us? It does seem like maybe we should, right? Now I'll just keep wasting fireworks. That seems like a smarter idea. Beds, those. Actually, we'll go grab a shulker box, and we'll grab a bed from the same chest, because those two things seem smart. Yo, how much sand have you gotten rid of? Says TechnoX. I've gotten many inventory fulls into my little furnace room over here. They're cooking away in the background, except they're not, because, you know, simulation distance. But there's some glass slowly being made over here, which is nice. But let's just throw some more in here. Sand, sand, sand. And then sand, sand, sand. And we've got a chest over here we can take as well. And then, oh, we never put away the green concrete. I'll just take it back to my main chest. That makes sense. Actually, wait, if we're taking green concrete anyway, let's see. Wait, chat. So everyone's always saying, like, I want to see some chest organization. Let's do it. Let's take all of this. Wait, can we take all of this? If we put, like, this away, we probably can. Let's do some chest organization right now. Oh, we can't do much, but we can do some. Okay, take that, and then this, and then some of that, huh? And then we put away the baked potatoes, and then we get all of that. And then 7 blocks of granite, probably the lesser of the evils. Grab some green concrete. There we go, look at that. We're moving serious blocks around. Yeah, this is exciting news. Kill those that use your instead of your. Also, wait, sorry, I'm transferring a 360 TU1 world to 1.16 Bedrock. See, that would be so interesting. You know, I want to see what that looks like, honestly. I can't even imagine the process for doing that. I guess actually, yeah, I want to see it. Novel, put out a download, or put it on a realm or something. I want to see that world. You know, do whatever you're comfortable with. Hi, IBX Toycat. Did you notice the more open caves seemed to always be in the negative Y values? Those are my favorite type. Yeah, I think there is definitely, again, I don't want to comment on it right now because it's such an early version and, like, lots of things will change, yeah. But it does seem like that's the whole thing. Some of us are dyslexic and want to live. Yeah, no, my take is like, it's such an innocent mistake, and I can see why it's annoying. I'm not gonna defend it and say it's not annoying, but at the same time, oh god, we put this in here. We need more chests with colored things. Okay, this is a die chest, so this is the not die chest. In goes all the stuff. A little bit messy. Could definitely be better. Put the concrete down here, I guess. There we go. And it's like no one even noticed there's a problem. Yep, just about works. Also, thank you very much, Jacob Costa. It's awful your scooter is prohibited. Where I live, I use a one wheel, which is a sort of electric skateboard to get everywhere. Much better than driving, Emma. Also, thank you, Eric Mafina. Very much appreciate the tip. I hope you're having a great day. You know, see, I said that to you, not everyone else. Everyone else gets an okay day, gets a pretty good day. You get a great day, Eric. I am the bringer of good and bad days. It has been decided. Also, hi Toy Cat says Haze Maze. Hi, Haze Maze. How are you doing? Thank you very much for the tip. I do appreciate them. As you might imagine, you know, imagine what a power player is be like. Yeah, I know you just gave me money, but I hate your guts. Die. Anyway, moving on next. That's my next plan. You know, thank you very much, ____. Thank you very much for the tip, but I hate your guts. Die. Boom. Yeah, power play. What now? What now? How do you see that? But no, thank you for the tip. I do appreciate it. Yeah, no, so one wheel sounds so, like, I've played around with one wheel a little bit. They are really interesting. I don't think I have the balance for it. But those, okay, you know what, to me, that, obviously, like, I'm sure once you get used to it, it's safe and fine. That seems terrifying to me because I've seen ones of those that go, like, 40 miles per hour. And apparently there's, like, a certain amount of gyroscope in there, and if it turns off, you'll just die. And, like, obviously it's like saying, oh, if a car's tire punches, you'll die. But it's also like, man, there are some scary things that can just happen out of nowhere and just kill you, huh? Isn't life scary, I guess is the real message I'm trying to put out there today. Hey, Toy Cat, why do you think chiseled red sandstone has a wither on it? Also, have a good day, says Ois Ostigo. I will have a good day. Thank you for asking. Wait, is that even an asking? No, you were commanding. I will have a good day. It's gonna be wonderful. Also, I'm so bad at grabbing the relevant shulker blocks. So let's take one of these, and let's take one of these, and let's do it. My school drilled English grammar into my head, but English is so still confusing, says Leanne Vandermeer. A Dutch channel. You know, you're a moderator, so we use the fancy word. One of the mods on our channel even gets confused by there. No, it's the thing is right. It's like I can see why people get like a level of confused over these things. Like it does make sense to me. It's not even confusion, actually, I'd say. Like, for some people it's confusion. For most people it's just, like, laziness. And everyone's going to understand what you mean if you use the wrong one. And the question about, like, text... Like, this is one of the eternal... It's not a debate, but it's like it's a question of formality. Should you write messages that are for the recipient, or should you write messages that are for any recipient, you know? Like, because if you write messages just for one person, you know, when you have, like, slang and in-jokes and stuff, you make messages that are really, like, not easy to get into for people who don't already know you, which, you know, maybe is not what you want. Versus, I'm so fancy, says Leanne Vandermeer. You are the fanciest. You know what, you have this publicly in your Twitter bio. Like, I saw it today, because you like to tweet or something. And you're from the university where they made those, where the, it came up in a YouTube video I watched recently, like, the winners, I want to say, of the the solar-powered car competition. And I just think that's a cool coincidence. If you haven't watched that YouTube video about your own university, you definitely need to. Also, a big theme of first grade was there, and 2-2. Oh, the one that like I got most of those words easily. The one that I never understood until like I was like 13 when I understood was off and off. I am of Irish descent unless I turn that off. You know, like the like and that because like some people be like, oh no, it's of and off, and it's like off and off. You know, it's like the fact that I just get confused by those things. Also, even to this day, I don't pronounce TH correctly. I pronounce it with an F. Like, there is 3 of them. But like, you know, if you say it fast enough, people don't spot it and they're just like, ah, I probably misheard. It's wonderful. Yes, but I study maths, so I have nothing to do with it. I mean, maths is a type of science. Probably. That sounds correct. That could be correct. I don't know how science is. Right for the audience, I'd proofread an email to a teacher, but not as much to my boyfriend, says Duncan Wall. Also, I used to pronounce both with an L, and my friend made fun of me till I stopped. I think I personally think that on the internet, there is an intended audience of some form. So writing formally is great, but like people do value, like, you know, like if you've seen Scottish Twitter or whatever, where it's like people write in the way they say a thing, they're effectively making a new online, you know, readable language that you understand if you say it out loud in your head or whatever. And there is value to that too. Like, it's not that there is no value to, you know, like writing correctly. It's just that it's not always appropriate. And that was such a hard thing for me to understand when I was in school. I've only understood it because I do a job where I communicate, and I know that like speaking in complete correct sentences does have some value in some cases, but also speaking how human beings actually speak to each other is more important most of the time. I'm pretty sure no one I know pronounces the th properly, says Deshi. You know, I've heard it's a British thing to not pronounce that correctly, so it would make sense that as we are both British, we do not pronounce that correctly. Maybe. You should be a philosophy lecturer at the University of Toycan. You know, I should be. If I was a professor, who should I speak correctly, or should I be more fun? Maths is the best science. See, you're right, exactly. Like I say maths instead of maths. I remember one of my online friends tried to tell me sploded isn't a word. I had to explain to him how language works, and he still thought I was wrong. Oh yeah, this is one of those. This is the okay. I have debates with people about this all the time, and it breaks people because so much of people's understanding is invested in words that when you tell them that words change meaning, they're like, or like, you know, that words. You get me? Like if that, you know, there's so many examples of this. Like, I know an example on the internet. Oh yeah, let's get spicy. Let's get political. This one comes up all the time. Like on like, you know, Tumblrs or whatever, and it's like, so did you know you cannot be racist against a white person? It is not a thing that exists. And then people say, well, I mean, it's not as common, probably, sure, but you can be, because, you know, that's a race, right? And then they go, no, because racism is only against, you know, like if it happens that way, it's reverse racism, because you know, inherently racism is one way between from white to other races. And then I've heard the more modern version is like, oh well, it's got to have a historical link. So just because you know, like, just because a group of insert race here bullies a group of white people doesn't mean it's, you know, because there's no historic link there. So therefore it's very different, right? And so yeah, anyway, that debate, the comment section, we're gonna have to ask your favorite color soon to get over this, but that controversy about like can you be racist against the whites is one that people will argue about all day. And the actual answer is like, well, it depends on how you're defining racism. But people are like, no, there is a fixed definition. And it's like, well, there probably should be. And like, ideally as a society, we admit there is a fixed definition, but then also you can use it differently. Anyway, so that was fun. I find it, typically you could be racist against white, but not be recognized as much. Yeah, it's a whole can of worms. And like, you know, can anyone really talk about it effectively? You know, like who should be the objective definers? And the answer is like, it's almost like a beautiful democratic process, right? Like as a society, we decide words that are what words kind of mean. You know, like gay at some point shifted from happy to meaning, you know, like the fact that, you know, the swear word that starts with C that's really, really bad in America, which is where YouTube is based. So I will get some serious issues if I say it in this live stream. I might get age gated depending on if YouTube's algorithm picks up that I say a word that rhymes with hunt. And also, Toycat, what are your opinions on human collars? You know what? Are we dogs? Yes, we are. Of course we need collars. Hey, Toycat, I'm happy I missed 40 minutes of the stream, but I'm here now, so woohoo. Good to see you, fun cat. Hope you're having a good, fun day. Also, I don't know why the red sandstone has a wither on it. It's one of those cool mysteries I like to think about endlessly. But right now I haven't thought of it, I'm sorry. But why is everyone blue? Because blue is the best color. It's well known. It's well known. But like I think it's interesting. Everyone loves democracy when they're in the majority. That's a thing that I've noticed. And so the more similar you are to people around you, the more you want to all collectively do some stuff. And the less similar you are, the more you need, like, you know, it gets called mob rule or whatever, you know? Like, it's a fascinating argument you can do with that. Do you like German food with the exception of white sausages, says Paolo? I think I answered this yesterday. I love currywurst and I love pretzels. And I haven't gone much further than that. I was going to try pork knuckle, I think it's called at one point. And there's no way it's actually... I don't know what that is. I genuinely have no clue. So I couldn't tell you. If blue is the best color, why isn't the member color green?
The TH sound when pronounced properly is one of the rarest phonemes in the world, so pronounce it correctly, damn it.
Wait, the th sound is one of the rarest phonemes? That's interesting. I wonder if that's why people are so bad at it. Because I would say, like, because English is the most... English came from one tiny island, and in the last, like, 250 years, went from being one tiny island's language to being, you know, like, a third of the world's first or second language. I wonder if because of that, you know, like, I think a lot of the developments of it recently, because again, there's no one writes the rules for English, it just is, it exists, it changes, etc. I wonder if maybe that's one of the reasons that sound is accepted as just not, as being kind of optional. Because again, I've never had, you know, besides like people who spend most of their life with me, no one ever calls you out on it, ever. Whereas I feel like if you pronounce any other... If I make any other mistake that's minor like that, I feel like... You know, the fact that the your people exist, but to this day, the number of people who have called me out on that is single digit. Despite if I said your, people be like, ho ho ho, you said the wrong your. You know, it's crazy. If you make a slight mistake, and you know, it's interesting is what I'm saying. It's very interesting. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but isn't it beautiful that we even can agree or disagree? I think that it is. I'm eating a loaf of... Wait, sorry, I'm... Minecraft... It's okay, I've been playing my Minecraft world for a while. What should I do to spice things up? Also, Toycat is yes. Pick a big project. Start to work on it. Think about what you need. Gather the resources. Start work on the thing. Give it a try. If you really want to do a creative copy first, do that too, sure. But yeah, I'd say, like, start a new project. You know? If you're bored of your existing projects, just abandon them. No one's going to remember them. No one will call you out on it. Except me. I'll call you out on it. Toycat, where do you think this money is from? Says Pedro Klein. I'm going to guess Brazil. You know, $2, Brazilian reals. I'm eating a loaf of bread, says light was lost. Thank you for the tip. Is there a difference in how you're supposed to say it? Do you mean, you meant, like, it's the maths thing, right? Like, I fought. I learned this from my friend who's really into history. Did you know the K sound? The silent K in English. So think knee, night, knob, and I don't know, like silent G as well, gnome. The silent K noise used to be pronounced. It used to be a knite, a knob, etc. And that's one of the rarer combinations of letters that just has gone away. You just don't use it. Except all the other ones that went away, we changed the spelling. For KN, we never changed the spelling. We just kept the silent letter in there. I know, language history is so interesting when you dive into it and like, oh, so it's all kind of arbitrary. Yep, that's how it be. Also, today was my first super hard ever, Brazil. Thank you, I was correct. I nailed it, Pedro Klein. I am glad that I did. I learned that on Vsauce, says Savage CXV. Oh, I can't believe I had to get a real history nerd to tell me. I could have just watched a Vsauce video. I'm doing a project that requires a lot of sand, and I'm also so heartbroken to destroy a beautiful beach, says Ivet Dim. You know, the beaches are meant to be destroyed. You know, beautiful beaches, beautiful destruction. That's what I always say. I mean, I don't ever say it. This is the first time I've ever said it. But I do say that now, which is like always saying it, if you think about it. Yeah, right. Did you say the silent K and then proceed to say gnome? Yeah, the gnome. Do you spell gnome with a G? Ah, you're a nerd. I've tested the snapshot for about 20 minutes in survival, and I've already been able to help find 38 diamonds with where they're generating right now. Yeah, they've confirmed the current generation is just, you know, copy, like they've done no effort towards it. I would guess they're gonna make diamonds rarer. But the problem is they're so easy to find the rest of the game, they can't make them too much rarer. But like, you know, the right now diamonds are found between 3 layers of the 64 blocks. I don't imagine they'll make them 6 layers. I imagine they'll make all the ores slightly more interesting to find. That's my high quality prediction. A lot of people will probably hate that, but that's fine. A lot of people hate gnomes and gnerds. So Cat, do you British? I do British sometimes, except when I don't British. Then I'm not Britishing. But in the times where I do British, I am Britishing. But yeah, hey, my chat's finally fully working correctly. That is exciting to hear. I ate some cake today. It was a good cake. It was pumpkin cake. You might think pumpkin. That's not a cake ingredient. The cake today I had, though, begs to differ with your offensively incorrect assumptions about what can and cannot go in a cake. Because it was a good cake. It was a good cake. Honestly, eating cake, rare opportunity. Because, like, you know what annoys me? Stores only sell cakes as, like, giant... Do I have a bed? I had it. Oh, it's back there. Stores only sell cake in these giant... Like, they sell you a whole cake. If they sell you a mini cake, that's something. But most of them don't even do that. It's like, have a cake. And it's like, I am a person that the average... Like, this cake has, like, 600% of my daily sugar. Am I meant to eat it over 6 days? Or am I meant to... You know, they know that you're not doing that. The fact that so few stores sell cake slices is probably the single biggest contributor to toy cat obesity. And I just don't get it. Also, it's nowhere near nighttime. I don't know why I keep trying to sleep. Also, Hayes Mays, subscribe to Andrew Andrews on YouTube. Hey, thank you for the tip. And thank you for using your tip to promote me. my man Hayes Mays. I like your name a lot. It's my favorite course in Super Mario. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. It's no one's favorite course in Super Mario 64. Maybe it's yours if you've named yourself after it. Seriously, Edinburgh, Sugar Dadda's Bakery, gluten-free awesome cakes and other things. There are some dairy-free as well for cake-wanting vegans. I'll, one sec. I'll yell that at my girlfriend. Google Sugar Daddy's Bakery in Edinburgh. Okay. There you go. Pretty sure I pronounced the capital of Scotland correctly there. I'll tell you if she's excited by that. Cute. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing my bit today. I'm doing my bit. In America, they sell cake slices in most stores I've been to. You know, if you were to look at the average American, you would not assume that they're only eating slices of cake. But look at me, slam dunking on them Americans. Yeah. How will they stop you mining in the void with the new mining depth? Or will you be able to do neat builds, exclusive old worlds with generated chunks? What I would imagine they could do... Okay, you know, I want to talk about this at depth. I could enjoy talking about this for years. My confusion on the English language is only getting bigger today, lol, says Leanne Vandermeer. You seem to, like, honestly, like, I think the last... It's that thing about language, right, where the last, like, 5% is really hard. You seem to have a pretty good grip on the... What should we set the member goal to, chat? You know what, you pick my goal. Let's just set it to, like, I don't know, 600. There we go. And now it's 5.9, but someone just became a member, so it's 5.10. Wait, do you want to see it? you want to see the membership? There's the membership. Bum 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 bum. Boop, 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 bum 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 bum. Anyway, welcome. It's 510 members, by the way. I set it as 600 just because it's a round number. My Whole Foods sold slices for $6 or a whole cake for like 18. Yeah, I actually the reason I ate a slice of cake today is because I went to a Whole Foods. It was actually wait, let me tell you about, you know, when you go to Whole Foods and you don't spend a year's salary, you know, you're doing pretty good for yourself. It's £2.50 for a cake. Sorry, it's £2.50 for a cake slice, or like £14 for the whole cake. But it was half price on pumpkin cake. I'm assuming because pumpkin is wildly out of season now. But I got a £1.25 slice of cake, and that's like a price you'd pay at a normal store, but it was actually good cake too. So that's exciting. That's really exciting. There's a Minecraft dev here right now, so now's the time to talk about the update. Wait, there's a Minecraft developer? Who is he? Where is he? Minecraft developer. Show yourself. It's unless it's a joke. In which case you're not. Let's talk anyway. So here's the thing, right? So when it comes to this is like a passion of mine. I could talk about this for years. I'm gonna have to stop myself soon. But allow me to explain. So existing worlds go down to Y0, and the new chunks will go down to Y64. You could just have a wall. So imagine this, right? Y0, Y minus 64. The gap in between could be like that, like a wall. Or what you could do is you could keep the bedrock ceiling at Y0, and then underneath it, generate a brand new layer down to minus 64. And you could then do two things. You could leave the bedrock there, so that way if people have built around it, they can keep those builds. Or you could remove the bedrock, and that way you can go down lower to your existing builds. So removing the bedrock is obviously going to break some stuff. They try not to break existing things. But if you leave the bedrock in place, it will be ugly, but you then have all this extra space to build with. And whether we want that or not is a interesting question. Honestly, yeah, the thing is like, it would add so much lag. It would add a little bit of lag to existing worlds. Who really wants that? I think reducing the Y level is a really clever idea. I want to go on record here as saying, I want to go on record. Is there actually a Minecraft developer? I'm so confused. Did I trust someone that I shouldn't have when I read that? Words. I think that I want to mention, like, I've been talking about it forever. Like, I've always thought that's the smartest way to do it, and then it looked like they weren't doing it, so I was like, okay, if they were doing it here, you just have a layer up like that, and you know, it's the whole thing. Also, annoying Toy Cat about how he pronounces my name Bullran until he acknowledges me, says Buller Animations. Buller Animations. It does sound like I'm saying Bullran. Buller Animations. Huh. That's so weird. Also, I got a message. I'm assuming it is a response to my girlfriend from the thing. So I'm torn. I don't know if... Obviously, I want to try it, but I don't know if I'll be in love. I want cake, so yes, please. Some of the account name Ulraf is here, AbxToyCat. Ulraf is probably not verified on YouTube, so... Wait. Okay, Ulraf. If you're the real Ulraf, tell me a fact about yourself that I would know. Let's do this. Tell me something that has happened in our conversations together, or something. I don't know how I'm not seeing him. You know, I'm so bad with chat. If I'm just like continuously missing someone, if I get a message, I'm gonna read all the chat till then. I'm just gonna. My life now is reading every chat message, whether it's Pedro Lopez with the war crimes, whether it's Jalen Cool, Daniel. Yeah, I'm not seeing an Ulraf. See, YouTube removed the ability to check out someone's channel because of all the sex bots. And so now we literally wouldn't know. Chat has been weird today. Yeah, YouTube's like one of the most consistent websites, but it really seems like they don't care about their streaming features much. Okay, I'm still reading. I've got my eyes are entirely looking down at chat. I don't see an Ulraf. That makes me believe he's not really here, or he's typing out a message right now, and then he'll get back to me about a thing we've spoken about that only me and him would know. Or, I don't know. Also, yeah, do you know, people are joking about the sex bots thing. There was a real scandal where people make up names like you know, Busty Gal 68 or whatever. And then they'd come into like, the worst bit is they'd come into like children live stream, you know, child-friendly live streams, let's put it that way. And they'd be like, hey, young man, want to come check out my thing? His last message was 5 minutes ago. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry I missed you. I don't see it. I enjoy you. I hope you're doing good. I wanna come talk about Minecraft sometime. Just hit me up. There we go. Just in case it's the real him. Gotta keep your bridges open, am I right? But yeah, like, you know, there is this funny thing where, like, there is a, you know, like, if we talk about in terms of market terms, there is a oversupply of men and an undersupply of women. And so when people see what appears to be a real lady, you know, especially if they're young and they're, you know, they're not getting attention from their peers, and it's a young lady who wants to talk, oh, this is exciting. I'd better check out her channel. Oh, she mostly does shows on this other website? Okay, I'll check that out too. And now they're getting ads and spyware. It's a whole mess. And it's clever how it works, in my opinion. It's just awesome. You know, like, there are clever things that are evil. I think it has to go without saying. Also, you are mining so much random rock, it's bugging me. I mean, it's not like I don't need the stone anyway. It's just like, I'm mining it to keep the place level enough. Because I think it's fast, like, if I mine this and then stop mine this, I think it's faster to just go like this. You know, no stopping. That's my current theory. Jacob Carlo, thank you for the $5 tip. I've been watching your videos for about a month and I've recently subscribed. This is my first live chat. Welcome to the live streams. I'm glad you chose to subscribe. My name is IBX Toy Cat, sometimes known as Andrew, but please call me Toy Cat on the internet. Like, I try not to, like, mentally hold this against people, but people who, like, overly call you, like, Andrew on the internet, it's like, well, there's Toy Cat, the name where I assume you're saying something positive. Like, I don't assume we're closer because you say Andrew. Like, no one on the internet calls me Andrew. For the most part, actually. Maybe they do. But, you know, like, it's... I like Toy Cat better. Call me that. It's all good. You know, I went on such a tangent of a tangent there. What point was that meant to be originally? I don't know for sure. But, yeah, anyway, so, you know how there's some things that you can't buy? Who's at fault for buying it? Like, you know, even we take, like, a basic example. So, if a store only sells whole cakes, and as a result, I buy a whole cake, and then I eat the whole cake because I have a whole cake, and it will go bad if I don't eat it, is the store at fault for only selling whole cakes, or am I at fault for buying the whole cakes? And, like, depending on the product, you feel like it's either the seller or the buyer. You know, if it's cake, it's the buyer. If it's, you know, half pound of, you know, like, snow, then it's the seller. I call you Andrew in chat when you make me mad so often. You know what? Can someone ban Chantal X Lee? Is that how you pronounce that one? Don't even know who you are. I can't believe you fed a squirrel. Society.
A single horse has like 15 horsepower, in case you need it.
I do love that is a correct fact, Lawrence Vandercook. I don't know how, like, I forgot how that came to be, but I do love that horsepower doesn't represent horsepower. Wait, let me convert. What does my e-scooter have in terms of horsepower? E-scooter horsepower. How would you even convert that? So, 1,000 watt. Okay, let's convert. Okay, 746 watts is equal to 1 horsepower. My scooter has less than 1 horsepower, and then a peak of just over 1.5 horsepower. Which means if a horse has 15 horsepower, my scooter is about 0.1 horses. You know, that is interesting. Giddy up, e-scooter. Oh, wait, okay, chat. I can't do this because I don't want to get a thing on my record as I'm trying to learn to drive. And I have to go to America, and they're really pissy about convictions and criminals or whatever. You know how America be. Anyway, I can't do this. But imagine this putting wait, chat. I've got it here. Imagine this, right? Also, thank you for the tip. Oh, £10 for Mischievous. It is good to see you as always, Mischievous. You know, I don't know if you assumed I knew or if it was like a deliberate thing that I didn't know. But I didn't know what your chat name was forever. Mischievous. And like, I don't, again, to this day, don't know if it was intentional, but it's cool to know that two people that I thought fondly of were the same person. Or maybe they're not. Maybe I am wrongly linking you to someone. You know, we'll find out, I guess. You could type in chat if you want, and you just want me to know, but you don't want other people to know. Also, hey Toy Cat, are you streets ahead or streets behind? I am streets behind. I hate to break it to you. But imagine I put this on top of the e-scooter. Like, I got a little horse head. And then I just, as soon as a police officer comes around, I'm like... And then every time they're like, sir, this is clearly an electrically propelled device. And I'm like, you mean Bessie over... You mean Bessie over here? There go. And that, like, again, it would get you in a lot of trouble, but I think police need to be memed on. You know, like, if you don't have memes, then you don't have a Steam. That is the truth. Also, e-scooters are legal on the Isle of Wight. Is that true? E-scooters, Isle of Wight. I don't think they can make that sort of a law, right? Because it's all about road. They don't have the insurance they need. Unless you mean they're legal to rent. E-scooters arrive on the Isle of Wight. 15-minute trips for... yeah, so it's rentable. Yeah, they're rentable in a lot of places. I'm gonna go somewhere where they're rentable, just to ride them, and then ride them dangerously and prove a point about how... You know, we'll come back to that later. Mate, should I ask why Toy Cat has a stuffed animal horse? In case you're curious, this is the head. Oh god. I have one of these, do you know these things with the little wheels at the bottom? This is one of my childhood things that I had a really strong emotional attachment to as a child for no good... Oh, I can't get the head back on it. It's very... Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Oh, it smells so bad. It smells like it's from my childhood. Anyway, oh god, I can't get it back on. Oh god. Poor horsey. Yeah, this is like a childhood thing of mine. Okay. Gonna get the horse on here now. Hey, there we go. So giddy up, let's go. I'm on my e-scooter. I have to like widen this view, I think. Wait, okay, I got this. We just go out to 90 degrees. This is the stream you're all here to watch. You're welcome. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be great? I think that would be great. You can see the horse slightly still. Isn't that cute? Toy Cat isn't like the other horse girls. Exactly. You get it. That's going to feature in some monthly compilation. You're welcome, Harrison. You're welcome. Also, would you ever do realm reviews on Java? Maybe. Maybe not. No, I don't have like a definitive fun answer for you. I would love to give you one. But like, I did a Java review. Like, it's just like, it's a very different world. So should I not? Is a very different question. And it has a very different answer. Did I say anything just there? Who knows if I did. Strong emotional attachment, so you killed it. I didn't take off the horse head, it just came off by itself. Again, like, you can tell that thing is as old as it is. It smells so... I can't get that smell out of my nostrils, my mouth. My horse receptacle, I don't know. Will Toy Cat drive stick shift? Yeah, I've been learning manual, just because... I don't... This blew my mind. In America, you don't distinguish between licenses. There's no such thing as a manual license or an automatic. You can learn in an automatic your whole life, then just come over here and drive a manual, because, you know, we mostly drive manuals here, and there's no issues. In the future, it's not going to be an issue because electric, but, like, that's mind-blowing that there's no distinction. I am learning to drive, and I'm learning to drive manual, not because I intend to ever drive a manual after the course is done, but because the manual license is less restrictive than the automatic license is. And, you know, I'm all about less restriction. Hi, again, we meet again. How's the destruction? Says just an American. I am from America. I destroy country from within. That was my best Russian accent. I hope you enjoyed it. How long have you had this world for? 8 years. 9 as of this October. So let's just say 8.5. That makes sense. I think that we assume it's a self-correcting problem. I mean, like, but here's the thing, right? If you're gonna have that logic, then driving as a whole is a self-correcting problem. Like, if you drive without a, you know, if you drove a car you would very quickly crash and learn that you should learn how to drive it, or you would, you know, like, I don't know. I think the very notion of driving licenses is dumb if you don't.
Increasingly wacky charades dressing your scooter up as objects, culminating in you riding a diorama of Bill Murray and the Wu-Tang Clan stealing back their $2 million CD.
I honestly, isn't it insane though that if I got like an actual, okay, you know, the diorama of Bill Murray and the Wu-Tang Clan, very funny imagery, don't get me wrong. But like I pictured, because of that like increasingly ridiculous, I was picturing like being a knight, like having a jousting thing. And if the police thought it was a genuine horse, it would be okay. Isn't that insane? I'm allowed a live animal with no insurance, with no, you know, license plate. You don't put a license plate on a horse, right? That's ridiculous. But the moment they find out, wait, there's an electrically propelled motor in there, well, now you've lost the right to ever, you know, now you've got 6 points in your license, a £600 fine. Also, we're taking that away from you. And again, when that was in theory, that was infuriating. Now that the fact that it's actively in practice and they are actively seizing 300 people's scooters every single month, it is like, it's blowing my mind that it's real. It's blowing my mind that, you know, like, when the law is theoretically awful, it's like, oh, that's rough. But you're like, okay, it's like theoretically awful. You know, like there's a lot of things that are really bad that we need to get rid of at some point. Are you moving to America? If so, which state? Says J Ball and Scoop. I'm temporarily moving to either New York, Texas, Washington, or no, those three. Yeah, those are the three options. I wanted to go to Colorado, but they closed the high consulate, the just the consulate maybe is the word. They closed that recently, so I can't be there. It is no longer on my list of places I can be temporarily. I feel like every time I go back to a Twitch stream at the moment, he's talking about a scooter situation, says Kiara Gibbons. I'm too passionate about it. Like, people who are like really nichely passionate, it's great. I like listening to them. But also I acknowledge, like, okay, this is something I care about a lot. Most people are like, yeah, that sucks. So how's the weather these days, eh? I hear it rains a lot. And it's like, it doesn't rain a lot. It only rains sometimes. Trust me, New York is a fun state. Texas is literally a desert. The climate is the least important thing to me as long as it's livable. Like, you can live in New York, you can live in, you know, like, I feel like Texas might get really hot actually during the summer. Wait, am I there in the summer? I'm there in the summer. I shouldn't be in Texas, you're right. You've convinced me. Texas is so huge. Yeah, I have 3 cities in mind. I just, well, you know, he asked about the states. The cities are like Austin, Seattle, and somewhere in the New York metro. I really wanted to live in Manhattan, and then I looked up the price of an apartment in Manhattan for 3 months, and I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. I won't do that, but it's nice, you know, it's wonderful. Glue a horse to your manual car. Yeah, as long as there's a horse head on the front, it's a-okay. I know people that live in Texas for work, and they love it. It definitely is a fun-loving place. And I like the idea of loving fun. I hate the idea that there are places where it's like, well, fun's kind of not our primary thing here. We're much more about, it's like, well, you know, I kind of like fun. Can we focus on the fun again? Also, have you ever visited New Mexico? We hate Texas. I have visited New Mexico. Hey, you live in New Mexico, Jacqueline? I was there, oh god, March of last year. You can watch my video going to New Mexico if you want to see me in your home state. It's on the 2nd channel. I don't know if I recorded anything in New Mexico actually. I think I just recorded the airport, or the Sunport as it's called in Albuquerque. You know, what a quirky city. Kansas has all the weathers, says Jonathan Wisnant. People who brag about their weather, it's like, yeah, you need to chill. You need to stop acting like that's a big deal. Like, we get it. I like the weather where I live, and I'm from a place where famously we have bad weather. Like, weather is not an objectively good or bad thing. It's a preference. You know? It's that whole thing. Like, it's like economic theory 101. I know I keep saying it, and I know most people don't care or relate. But life is a series of trade-offs. It's a series of decisions and cost-benefit analysis and whatever. And, you know, even the worst weather in the world, it wouldn't be the, you know, like, I live in a place that might be considered to have the worst weather in the world, and yet the other things here are way more than making up for it. To me, but to some people it might be like, oh, you know, it's not worth living there. I don't need to chill. It's -20 here, says Chantal X Lee. You know, very offended. The only truly bad weather is windy. Oh god, yeah. You know, I take back my previous point about all weather being trade-offs. Windy is the worst. That it ruins microphone noises. As obviously, I care about them more than most people. The cold is fine. Cold and windy makes you want to die, literally. It seems like you're temporarily living in the US is actually moving here for the longest time without a visa, going back to the UK and coming back to live in a different state. Please do not tell any border officials that plan. No, there's a situation that I am navigating regarding those things. I am following all applicable laws. You'll be pleased to know. I approve. I'm glad you like it, Jessica. I'm glad you like it. Honestly, you know what? I liked my time. You know, like I honestly at this like I'd have a harder time coming up with a list of states that I didn't want to live in than states that I did. Like I would love, like, you know, there's 50 states. I've got 50 years of life, hopefully. Every year, let's spend like 3 months in another state. Let's live in all of America, you know. Let's see the country. U.S. immigration law is bad, says Seth Evans. He actually says a word that rhymes with cucked, but actually I think cucked might be a worse word than the thing I'm being funny by rhyming with. Anyway, I was thinking Chicago, then I remembered we have -42 degrees wind chill. I liked Chicago a lot. I like that it has a functional metro. Like, I love the L. That's cutesy. I like that you got 2 big airports. That's fun. That's wonderful. Yeah, honestly, you know, I should a lot of how I like something that I consider that I've never heard a single American consider as like proximity to the airport. I love walking to and from the airport in Vegas. Like that's why I could live there so happily. Just like, what are you doing today? I was just gonna walk to the airport and maybe fly to Hawaii or something. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought we had extreme weather this week. It's -5°C. Yeah, it got down to like -3 here. There's a big body of water nearby me that's flooded and also like close to freezing. You know, it's interesting. A lot of crime in Chicago. It's the worst crime total numbers, like worst shootings, blah, blah, blah. But it's really regionalized, and it's not the worst per capita. It's just a big city, and it's got its own fair share of issues. Isn't Chicago nicknamed the Windy City? Exactly, that's why no one can live there. What's your opinion on Patreon, and have you ever considered setting one up? Did you know I have a Patreon? It was set up for some project that never ended up going through. I think it was going to be for a podcast, like, okay, funding a podcast via YouTube ads, not going to work. Funding a podcast via insert ads, I hate negotiating with sponsors. I could probably hire my assistant to deal with that for me, but like, you know, I mean, I guess I am already hired. You know, I could like pawn that work off, but I haven't because it sounds like a nightmare. Every time I work with people who are meant to work with advertisers for me, they have a hard time doing it. It's not a fun task. I hate working with, you know, when they're like, can you just say these exact words from the script? And it's like, just tell me the product. I'll promote it. I'll make it fun, you know? Get you some sales or whatever by telling people about a thing they might actually want. It's like, no, we kind of prefer if you said, hey, did you know Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for... It's like, but it might be better if I said. Anyway, Rex Raymond, thank you for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the club. We are now, as you can officially tell, at 511. It's cool to see the number still going up. I was expecting it to level out at 500. It's really cool that you have joined as the 511th member. Bringing that up. I could hire my assistant to get 2011. I could hire my assistant, yeah. It's a great thing. No, if you don't know, at Toycat Assistant, yeah, there's someone who works me, doing some weird, but honestly, like, mostly she does edit them. Sorry, I say she. You know, mostly they do, like, editing and thumbnail stuff. But also there's this, like, weird stuff. I'm just like, you should do this. Fun fact, Chicago is literally nicknamed the Windy City because some politicians were full of hot air. It's not actually particularly windy. Hey Google, why is Chicago called the Windy City?
According to History.com, for example, an 1876 headline in the Cincinnati Enquirer used the phrase "that Windy City" in reference to a tornado that swept through Chicago.
Oh, did you get proven wrong by History.com, Lizzie S? I think you did. Oh yeah. Ooh, guess who got wrecked? Yeah, get dunked on. Boom. It was very windy when I went there. Yeah, it was windy when I went there too. It was hellishly cold and windy. Did not like. You know, like windy weather, you have to prepare for mentally. Like you don't just go outside. My favorite weather, like this is why I like the UK, even if it rains or whatever. I don't mind getting wet. I don't have like honestly, again, this is probably like growing up here. I don't understand why people are like such, I'm gonna come up with a nice word, such gravel-loving mother lovers. Like I just, oh no, I'm a little bit wet. I'll be dry in half an hour. Like when it's really heavy and you'll be wet for the rest of the day, you can change when you get home. If you got like an important meeting to be at, yeah, I could understand not wanting to be wet professionally speaking, but like being wet isn't like, you know, I just like it. Most of the time it rains, it's like very light, and you're like, oh no, it's slightly wet. Oh, that's terrible. Like I like showers. So I you know, like showers good, rain bad. What's the logic? The rain is free. You know, I'm not paying my water company every time the rain turns on. I don't think. I think they get more water. They effectively pay me via the decreased cost of water. Everyone's a winner. Clearly never worked as a builder. You know that I'm so dumb for making it through so much of my life before realizing that the reason we have roofs that look like this in the UK is because of the water. Probably should have learned that a long time ago, but I didn't. And what are you gonna do about it, Mr. Builder? Mr. Big building man over here with his contracts and his building ability and whatnot. So chat's saying that the shovel needs to be repaired, but I think the best way to repair something is to continuously break blocks using it. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. I mean, what are the odds of it breaking? No, the shovel actually is really close to death, but it's not like it'll break any block now. It'll break any stack of blocks now. Like I've got hundreds of block pieces in this, and I should repair it later. But like it's not a big deal. Don't worry, we're good. Yeah, I have a flat roof. But isn't Scotland even rainier than the average UK? Classic toy cat. I just think like, you know, why might as well use it until I'm like at the edge of not being able to use it. Oh yeah, this is like dangerously damaged, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. How wonderful. You should make a video about American Minecraft realms. I think most of my viewers are American already, so most of my Minecraft realms are American Minecraft realms. Okay, let's keep on breaking some blocks. Get all the way up to the edges here. Oh, this is nice. You like this? You like looking at this shovel as it slowly goes down? Anyway, yeah, we're rebels who needs rain-resistant roofs, not us. I mean, I've always thought, like, the way... You know, I've been looking at roofs way too much recently because I've been, It's an actual thing I have to learn about for buying a house, which is dumb. Who wants to learn about roofs? I have to learn about roofs. Alexa picked one random sentence from that History.com article. It also says my reason is a possibility. You know what? Did you pass on your maybe fact as a definitely fact? Yeah, get wrecked, Lizzie S. No, thank you for the tip. I think that's a lot of fun. Hey guys, why sand? Some people hate sand. Yeah, it is rough. It is coarse. It does get places that you wouldn't like it to be. I do hear that semi-frequently. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go take the sandstone somewhere. So I'm gonna place down a chest. I'll put it like in the tree or something. I've got to make it somewhere obvious so that people... Yeah, let's just put like iron ore and a rotten flesh, and now I can grab both of these. Easy. I'm gonna go take these to the relevant place, and also stop off at the furnaces, drop off some sand, drop off all the other garbage. It's gonna be wonderful. Hey, Colin Painter! Thank you so much for becoming the 512th channel member. 512 is a cool number mathematically. It's 2 to the power of 7, I want to say. No, it'd be 2 to the power of. Wait, is it? Wait, let's go. Am I correct? 2 to the power of 7. No, it's 2 to the power of 9. Are you just gonna keep this area destroyed like this? Says Chantal. I considered doing something with it, and then I considered not doing something with it, and I figured that's a lot easier. And so I might do the nothing strategy because of its extreme ease of getting done. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But it's one I'm considering. No, I might do something with it. Oh god, I'm flying over the Guardian. Please don't affect me. Please don't affect me. Please don't affect. Okay, thank god. Oh god. I just thanked you, God. I just thanked you. Well, life is fun now. So, I want to talk about personality types. This has come up very briefly a couple of times, but chat, I want you to diagnose me. Like I'm gonna. This is what we do on the internet. We pick mental issues and we diagnose ourselves with them. It's the facts. That's what we do here. But no, more seriously, okay, I'm gonna take some of this sand out, so I can put in some sandstone, some sandstone, some sandstone. Okay, nice. So like one of the things that I've always found interesting is like in psychology, that's called the Big 5 personality traits, and you're oppositional defiant. Thank you, I appreciate that. But wait, I'll throw them on screen as we do some. Like I've got 5 minutes now. We have to wait. Oh god, it's too big. So here's a little graphic from Very Well that says the 5 big personality traits. If you had to like pin me into one of those 5 categories, which would it be, internet? You can be as honest as you want to be. But I would love to know which of those you think is like, yeah, that's the most toy cat. What do you reckon it is? Because every time I look at them, I'm like, I don't like my answer. It literally there's a cloud with a sad face over it. You know, like that is like it's, you know, they're all like positive things to be like. Oh, I like all the 4 of those, and then it's like, hey, wait, most people are saying openness. There we go. Hey, there we go. My man, my men, my chat, my fellas, my homies. You seem pretty open. No, I seem pretty closed. Thank you very much. Openness, extrovert. Definitely not extroversion. I've had a few people say extroversion. Conscientiousness. You think I'm conscientious? I like to believe I'm conscientious, but I'm definitely not. Like, and I'm very, maybe actually that is the thing that I'm always describing. Like, yep, inconvenience yourself? Sure. Inconvenience someone else very minorly? Would rather die. I can tell you it isn't agreeableness. You know, it is agreeableness, thank you very much. You're wrong, and I hate you. See, it's funny, because I'm saying the opposite of what is clearly... I'm doing the wrong thing. Anyway, yeah, I'm surprised at how people said neurotic. You're not... Either you're all very good at complimenting the bottom middle one. You mean the big... Thank you. Thank you for that high quality tip. Oh god, why am I dying? What is... Oh, because it's put me in the sea. Okay, there we go, we're good. Conscientiousness, definitely, says Monica SS. So more people said openness than conscientiousness. Neuroticism isn't off the table though, sorry. That's the one I see the most in my... Like, when I first read it, I was like, no, I'm definitely openness. I'm definitely not neurotic. And then then I look at the list of, like... So to describe, like, neurotic, it's hard to get descriptions off because it's usually described very negatively. According to this, neurotic definition. Neurotic means you're... Oh, okay, that's not it. Neurotic tendencies are feelings of anxiety or irritability, poor emotional stability, feelings of self-doubt, feelings of being self-conscious or shy, sadness, moodiness, depression, easily stressed or upset, unable to handle stress well, dramatic shifts on how you're feeling, Like, they're all... None of those things are like, oh yeah, those are really good. It's like, those are downsides that you can turn into not downsides. So, Kat, please explain why you hate wind so much and why people... missed. I'm going to have to find the rest of that. Because it blows... It makes things so cold. It's incredibly... Like, the wind, like, hurts you. Every other weather just exists. Besides, like, I guess lightning. But, like, that doesn't hurt most people. It hurts one person. Wind is bitter. It bites into you. It's like being stabbed repeatedly. I'm neurotic then, says Good Noodle 808. Poor emotional stability has deformed me. It's definitely something, I guess, that you shouldn't want to... Oh, I didn't... Oh, whatever. It's fine. I'll keep the sandstone. OMG, why did you describe me perfectly? Says Leanne Vandermeer. You know, let's describe... Okay, wait. So I'm going to describe openness now too. Does it have all of these on there? Personality psychology. Okay, this is useful. Useless. So we're going to go with openness definition. Openness definition. Okay, so what is openness personality? Individuals with a high level of openness have a general appreciation for unusual ideas and art. They are unusually imaginative rather than practical. Being creative, open to new and different ideas, in touch with their feelings are all characteristics of these people. Individuals who score lower in openness on a career test are generally more closed off, resistant to change, and analytical. So that's openness. Okay, now we're going to go with the other one people said, which is conscientiousness. I can never spell it. So conscientiousness is, so that's 2 of the big 5 personality traits. The third of these, oh god, let's find, it's really hard to like get an actual thing. Conscientiousness is the personality trait of being careful or diligent. Conscientiousness implies a desire to do a task well and to take obligations to others seriously. Conscientious people tend to be efficient and organized as opposed to easygoing and disorderly. They exhibit a tendency to show self-discipline, act dutifully, aim for achievement, and display planned rather than spontaneous behavior. They are generally dependable, if manifested in characteristics being such as neat, systematic, including elements such as carefulness, thoroughness, and deliberation. The tendency to think before acting. You know, so they deliberate things. They can sometimes be described as workaholics, perfectionists, and compulsive in their behavior, but they're more likely to engage in antisocial and criminal behavior. Wait, why is that true? You'd figure if they're like self-disciplined. You know, honestly, that the bit where they say like more likely to be engage in criminal behavior, that's where I go, ooh, that might be me actually then. That's so me, says Harrison Gray. You know, apart from the organizing of stuff, that sounds like you. You know, my chests are organized. They're just in the way that no one understands. So I'm gonna go through the last 2 just in case. Please take the Harvard Project implicit test. It works out what your implicit attitudes are towards race, sexuality, controversial matter, etc. Oh, that's only gonna end poorly for me as a streamer, right? Like that's gonna be held against me till the end of time if I get an answer wrong or right. I don't know what that is. You know, on the internet, it's not about being a better person. It's about making sure the world doesn't know what a terrible person you are on the inside. This definition of conscientious makes me mad. It literally just describes a neurotypical person. I disagree with that. No, I can spot conscientious people in my life. Like my favorite type of person is someone who can be conscientious. Like someone who like values a commitment towards you. You know, like someone who like I personally think that doesn't like. I think that describes like 1 in 10 people max, maybe. But maybe I'm thinking like an extreme version. Also, thank you, Meme Star Official too. Very funny name. It's like meme, but it's got star in there, and then it's official too. Okay, so we're gonna do the last 5 traits, which are extroversion. So the traits of extroversion are a central dimension in human personality theories. The term introversion and extroversion were introduced in psychology by Carl Jung. Blah 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 blah. Let me just give me the. So extroversion is the state of obtaining gratification from outside oneself. Extroverts tend to enjoy human interaction and to be enthusiastic, talkative, assertive, and gregarious. I've never heard gregarious. Sorry, is is how much you tend to associate with social groups. Extroverts are energized and thrive off being around other people. They take pleasure in activities that involve large social gatherings, such as parties, community activities, public demonstrations, and business or political groups. They tend to work well in groups. An extroverted person is likely to enjoy time spent with people and find less rewarding time spent alone. Okay, chat. First of all, how many of you identify with that? But also, none of that is me. None of that is me. Not a single ounce of that. I get like genuine. You know, I was just describing working with advertisers. The genuine pain that is like speaking to, responding to emails. The amount of like money that has been lost in my last few years because of how much I would rather just not deal with people than deal with the people and end up with the money in the end. Don't trust Jungian psychology. There is zero empirical evidence. I mean, psychology, like, psychology is a field because it's one of the, is it called a soft science? I forget the term. But, like, it is one of those fields that's always going to be improving. But the basis at least helps you get, you know, like, it's definitely true that you'll look at it back in a certain amount of time and go, yeah, it's not great. But I think it's good as a way of, like, categorizing people, generally, maybe. The rest of what I asked is, why do people say that wind and rain is bad weather? I think that, I think it's awesome because I hate the sun and heat. Cold weather rules. Oh yeah, I like cold, or I don't mind cold. I could probably say. Like I prefer it to hot by a lot, but windy cold is, it hurts. Extroverts hardly exist on the internet. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. Like being an extrovert on the internet sucks because like you're, like you know, you don't. This is not a form of interaction they probably thrive on. I'm an extroverted homebody. Yeah, that's I wonder. I think that's interesting. If that is a genuine description of you. Hi, Mr. Toycat. What's your opinion on Ritz crackers? Says Ektail. I think they're pretty good. I like them. I lick them and then I eat them. I lick them a lot and then I eat them, to be precise. Also, yeah, I value extroverts as like, if I'm getting to know someone brand new, I like that they're extroverted, but it's hard to keep an extrovert as a friend. Is my experience. Watching Toycat destroy a desert, greater than learning in my American government/policies class. You know what? American government and policies, they're bad. There you go. Now I'm government and politics. You're welcome. Cool does not equal cold. It's been -40 the last 5 days. It's not better than 30. I would prefer -40 to +40 probably a little bit, because you can just put on... Actually, -40 is a level of cold I can't really... Yeah, that is a bad thing. Introversion is simply scoring low in extroversion with the big five. Okay, so there's one last one we've got to. Agreeableness. Agreeableness is a personality trait manifesting itself in individual behavioral characteristics perceived as kind, sympathetic, cooperative, warm, and considerate. In contemporary personality psychology, agreeableness is one of the 5 major dimensions, reflecting individual differences in cooperation and social harmony. People who score high in this are considered empathetic and altruistic, while a low agreeableness score relates to selfish behavior and a lack of empathy. So, if you're empathetic and altruistic, you are high in agreeableness, you know? Whereas, you know, like, I guess, like, you know, this kind of goes back to the thing I mentioned a while ago of, like, do you want people to do things because they're good things to do? Or should we force people to do those things because it's important they get done? You know, that people who are very agreeable will do a good thing regardless of whether they are forced to. Usually, if they believe in the cause. Because, like, yeah, you got to do the right thing. I'm an extrovert and I don't like it. Yeah, but right now, like, this pandemic has taken such a hard toll on extroverts, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like the social interaction, I miss it a tiny bit, but, like, you know, I've had, like, I don't know, 6 social interactions in the last, you know, like, hanging out sessions in the last year, maybe. It might be more, because D&D. Same group a lot of times that I'm discounting. But, yeah, I don't know. Also, you didn't read my last super chat, says Oliver Cashmore. I am very sorry. I brought you Let's Play World, went for a Nether portal, and spawned in a tree 2k away from anything, with no Nether portal nearby. That's so bizarre. Yeah, for some reason, the marketplace version of Minecraft is different to the normal version of Minecraft. That's how all those floating boat glitches exist. How is that possible? I don't know. It's very strange. Also, I always spend more time myself than with anyone else. Oh, definitely for me too. Sounds like me. I get roped into so many charity and community stuff because I can't say no. This is Cat Beanie. Yeah, it's like I don't want to say no, but I know I have to say no rather than like, you know, like that's my like take on all those things. It's like, yeah, of course we want it, but like be like, oh, I could just do some good. One of the worst things about me. This is like objectively a failure. Oh, this is objectively a failure in myself as a person. Is I think regularly like, you know what? I've got some spare time. I should do some volunteering. I don't ever make a single step in the process. Whereas I recently thought, you know what? I've got some spare time. I should go outside, get some exercise, doing some Uber Eats. I went pretty far down that process before I stopped because I was like, you know, sounds like there's some, you know, like the tax liabilities on this make it such a poor value for time because of all the YouTube stuff I do, and because like if you do multiple jobs, you know, it's like you don't get to, they're not taxed separately of each other, they get taxed together. Anyway, donate blood, folks. Oh yeah, that's every time someone donates blood, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that's a thing I'd love to do. I don't do it. I'm a monster. I like the good feelings of saying I would like to do something nice, and then I don't do the nice thing. Like it's terrible. I am objectively not a good. Oh god, this shovel is actually close to broken. It's terrible. I don't like this about myself, and yet it is true about me. But yeah, thank you very much, Oliver Cashmore. I'm sorry about your bug, and I'm sorry for missing your tip, but I got it now. Donating blood is too inconvenient. I mean, is it really too inconvenient? You just gotta what, like, not be gay, because you know if I'm not mistaken, there's still that ban, right? So just don't have any, you know, gay activities. And then, you know, like, which, you know, statistically most of the population, you're not doing that anyway. That's not your excuse. And then you just go in a room, and then you eat a biscuit or something, right? Pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, I want to give some blood. I want to try that sometime. I think I've got one of the blood types that's, like, really good for donating to. That's what makes it even worse, that I'm saying it now. I'm not looking into how to do it. Wait, okay, I've never done this before. How to donate blood, London. Okay, about our blood donation venues. We urgently need more donors in Manchester, Birmingham, and London. Ooh. So there's one in London West End and one in London Edgware. I guess I'll go to London Edgware. Okay. So, okay. That's fun. So I just go. How do I just walk in? Oh, I've got to book an appointment. Okay, register. So, are you 16 to 65 years old? Yes. Do you weigh less than 50 kilograms? No. Have you had a blood transfusion? No. Have you received donated eggs? No. Have you had cancer? No. Hey, I did it. I'm eligible. Are we proud of me? Okay, I'm going to register my account. Gotta type in a password. Ah, oh, it's not doing a Chrome automatic password. Donate some blood to you 69. I shouldn't have said my password out loud. I'm actually gonna have to change that just in case someone works out my username. I'm O negative, so like, see, I'm utilizing the fact that everyone's gonna be like, wow, Toycat, such a good guy, give him blood. I'm not gonna follow through with this. The moment the stream's over, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna eat some cake. Actually, I don't have any cake. I'm gonna think about eating cake and be like, well, I was gonna donate blood, but I don't have cake. That's how my life's gonna go. I'm anemic, so I can't donate blood if I want to. Know that you shouldn't donate blood if you want to. There's nothing saying you can't lie to get some blood out of you, you monster. We're gonna hack your blood donation account to steal your blood. Also, I found a ravine. That's fun. Let's take the iron outfit. I mean, like, I don't know, it feels dodgy. It feels like, you know, with absolutely no basis for what I'm saying here whatsoever. It does feel like someone would enjoy hacking into my blood donation account and like unregistering my appointment or something. I don't know. You know, like, I wish I didn't have to be super paranoid on the internet, but like there are people like gunning for everything about you as a YouTuber. There are people who have like saved, you know, video and stuff. Like the amount of like privacy that people do not afford you as a YouTuber because they're like, I got it, I got the secret. Now I can threaten to ruin his life every day for the next X amount of time. Like, you know, like when my address here leaked, it was like, okay, well now that sucks. Now I have to literally have to move house as a result of that, or I can't ever feel safe or comfortable here. Like I feel, can't you donate someone else's blood on their behalf? No, you won't with that attitude, Toy Cat. You know, I really enjoy the taste of blood, and apparently I'm the only one. Apparently I'm the only one. You know, is chat, you know, be honest with me now. We're in a safe space here. No one's gonna judge you. Do you enjoy the taste of blood? Doesn't it have a nice little flavor to it? Right? Right? You feel me? Yeah, I agree. I still have a hole in my arm from the last donation. Oh god, I don't want to do it anymore. You've just killed someone in London Edgware now, Leanne. I hope you're happy with that. Someone's gonna need blood because of their COVID operation. They'll be like, is there any here? It's like, well, there was this guy who was B negative or something, but he just couldn't. Yeah, blood tastes like pennies. Or do pennies taste like blood? It's one of those eternal questions that we just don't have a good answer to. I mean, I'm sure there actually is very good answers out there, but I don't know what they are. The horror stories I've heard of female streamers in particular, terrifying. It's bizarre because people just assume they have the right to that information, and as you know, like, who are you to say not? You make money, so therefore privacy isn't a thing you get to have. It's like, well, ignoring the questionable logic there. You know, like it feels like, imagine if a friend, because you know that's how people have these parasocial relationships. It's like, imagine your friend not telling you where he lived. It'd be weird, right? And it's like, well, yeah, because your friend knows that you're not gonna send, you know, the SWAT team around their house or whatever else. But remember when you talked about the last time you got sand? Kind of awkward. I don't remember what I spoke about the last time I got sand. Blood and pennies both taste like the metal that's in them. Yeah, exactly. It tastes like copper, right? No, not copper. I'm dumb. Iron. Wait, there's no iron in pennies, is there? They put blood in pennies. We actually have food from concealed blood, black pudding. Oh, I never ate black pudding as a child because it sounded so gross, but it's delicious. It's one of those things. I was like, oh, I missed out on this for all these years just because of how it sounded. What a waste. What a waste. Okay, so chat, I have an idea. I want to hear your thoughts on it. You know how I have the big stone tunnel in my end? I was thinking like add onto the side of that like a sandstone tunnel that takes you to my end island. That was my genius idea. You declined to play games with a kid as part of the... I want to re-clarify this again. I did not... I was someone else was doing that, and they're like, oh yeah, you should come along too. And I was like, you know, kind of streaming that time. And I was like, you monster. Why are you streaming when you could be... And it's like, I'm not the Wish. You know, denying someone's Make-A-Wish, ignoring the fact that, like, I think you should have the right to do that too. I don't think it's come up, actually. No, I've never been anyone's Make-A-Wish. Hoping that streak continues. You know, like, ignoring the whole, like, you should be able to decline a request to hang out with someone, even if they are about to die. You know, like, that's my personal opinion. I wasn't the person they requested to be with. It was just like, oh yeah, that's one of the people I also know. And someone else was doing the thing. I don't want to name drop them, because otherwise this will come up there. But the point I'm trying to say is that it's one of those things that like chat like destroyed me over. Like, oh my god, stop right now, go do that. And I was like, but this is what I want to do, and there's 1,000 people here that also want to see, you know. And then I tried to make it like you know, should you do the important thing for one person if they're... I think I tried to turn it into an interesting, like, you know, the needs of the many versus the needs of the few thing. And people did not like that in the bit. I wish I were a dying kid so I could be rejected by Toy Cat. I think with the right compelling story, of course I would. But like, I also don't think that, you know, maybe if it's like young enough, this is a terrible thing. But like, you know, if I was dying, I don't think it would be a thing that you know, like, I would want to go to, you know, do a thing, you know, go to Disneyland or something. I don't want to, like, meeting your heroes is just a way to be disappointed by them, right? That's my bad personal take. I think I need diorite for something. What was I using diorite for? Oh, I used it for the forest. Ah, we might as well mine it. Take it with us anyway. Yeah, pennies are good. They taste like nothing. No, they taste like blood. Thank you very much. That is just correct. Also, how far in your world will I have to travel to utilize 1.17 features, and what direction would be best? Oh wait, it's gonna text-to-speech.
How far in your world will I have to travel to utilize 1.17 features? And what direction would be best?
So, the answer to that... Time to get Tancer so I can be rejected by Toycat. The answer to your question, Brad, thank you for asking it. Glad that you are. The answer to your question is that the best way to travel is probably about 600 blocks that way, or about 600 blocks east of spawn. I'm pretty sure there's nothing there. Actually, wait, Deshi, he's in the chat right now. I don't know if he's gone, actually. He might have gone since then. But if Deshi's here, he can answer the closest way to get... Like, he's got a map of the chunks for the world, so he's got that answer, like, in his brain. Whereas it's been forever since I saw the map. But you don't have to travel too far. There's going to be some really weird, like, holes that get filled in with New Generation. I'm looking forward to those. You know, if you're not looking forward to holes, you're not having a good time, am I right? Am I right? If I was dying, I'd want to spend my last moments with my family, not people I don't know personally. I mean, I don't want to go in here on the parents of people off... You know, I don't want to go in deep on the parents of Make-A-Wish kids. Especially because this is going to be another thing added to the long list of blackmail people hold against me for life. But, like, if someone's favorite person in the world is a footballer, rather than... You know, if that's the last thing, if that's the thing they want more than anything else in the world, I feel like there's a minor failure happening there, right? Fun fact, the taste and smell of pennies actually comes from your skin oils reacting with the metal. If you thoroughly clean a penny and smell it, it'll be odorless. But if what? I do not have a brain. I don't have it in my brain. One moment. Hey, thank you, Dashi. Also, we're going to see a random huge wall in new chunks. I'm looking forward to seeing the way new caves hit old caves so bad. That's one of my favorite... I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Old worlds will look really weird if they change the build height. I don't think... Oh, so old worlds already have a build height capped at a 128. I know that because I've been playing an old world for a big video project. It's been a lot of fun. It's been one of those things I look forward to doing in the evenings. The new generation is game-changing. It literally is game-changing. It very literally is changing the game. The most literally it can be. Why do we all know what pennies taste like, though? You know, I'm just saying, you guys... I actually, wait, I swallowed a 2p coin once. I had to go to the hospital. It was a whole thing. I also swallowed a marble. My brother told me to swallow things a lot in my childhood. And I just went, well, I don't see a good argument as to why not. See, I was a very agreeable child. But, you know, you get around people who learn to abuse that, you stop being agreeable. Yeah, I'm convinced, like, even though we act like personality is fixed in stone, like, we act like certain you know, mental incorrections are fixed in stone too. I think the truth is that, like, you develop over time. I used to be so wildly introverted. Now I actually do, again, occasionally, and it's not what I want, but, like, I can really enjoy a social scenario in a way that I could not when I was younger. I'm much bigger. Maybe it's like correcting the flaws of my personality rather than growing a new one. But I definitely feel a lot of changes. Aren't all updates literally game-changing? You're not wrong. You're not wrong when you say that. But are you right, you know? Are you truly right? Is something you should consider. Every Toycat child story is that he does something contrary to someone's statement. I am if I'm being honest, it probably was like, yeah, I bet you won't eat this penny. I bet that was the actual thing. But like I knew that he was doing it to make me eat it. But like I knew my parents wouldn't have been happy with it. Like or I was pretty sure, you know, that's my assumption. Your personality can be contradictory too. Aren't all personalities contradictory? I think on the internet especially. Like, you're seeing a very interesting subsection of my personality. Because you're only seeing it for... Even... I've been streaming every day this week. You've still gone 2 hours a day of me. Plus, let's say, like, 20 minutes of videos. So, like, 1/8 of my time. 1/10 of my time, barely. Is here on YouTube. And that's a very specific one. Okay, I can't grab that. Maybe if I break this dirt, I can have that. I'm going to have to go repair this shovel. You know what? Chat, I'm going to do it. You ever heard of pathological demand avoidance? Just saying, could be you. I think I googled it and I felt attacked once, and I was like, let me Google pathological demand avoidance. Pathological demand avoidance is a proposed subtype of autism spectrum disorder. Actually, I think this was you that told me about this. Characteristics ascribed to the condition include greater refusal to do what is asked of the person, even to activities the person would normally like. Okay, yeah, that's me. Today we learned. Toy cat. Oh god. Oh Jesus. See, I hit that at high speed. I fell, and I'm still only, 1.5 hearts down, because such is the glory that is Bedrock. Yeah, I'm gonna cover this up in stone. I've decided, honestly, you know, there's some concerns with this, so we'll just cover it up, or at least do something with it. We'll make, if we like, you know, how do I do this? I'll cover these bits, maybe. There we go. Problem solved. Just cover it all. Cover the triangles in some stone. And now there are no more issues in the world. In Java, you would have died. Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm saying. That's the huge, crazy differences. When I was young, I was told not to flick elastic into my eye. So guess what? Fast forward now, and I nearly blinded myself. Whenever a teacher told me not to lean on my chair, I was like, it's fun, and now you make me want to do it more. This was terrible. They're like, oh, a girl had her like skull messed up forever. I was like, nah, I don't reckon so. Also, Coty Vertex says you can use a chunk deleter program to delete existing chunks so you can explore them in new updates, cheating or gaining the system. I think, like, personally, that's not the sort of thing I think is all kosher or whatever. Like, you know, like, when you're using external programs to modify your save files, you can argue it's all okay, but, like, if the very act itself is kind of broken in, you know, like, you get me? Also, okay, we're gonna break the torches now and place them right on top of the stone. And now we fixed copyright infringement. There we go. You're welcome. I don't think there actually was a copyright concern. It was just something that, like, again, I'm more paranoid as a person than I'd like to be. And there's one of the downsides. There we go. Just fill this in. Just no issues there whatsoever. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doo. Ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop. And wonderful. Quickly raise this up a block too. And then place that over there. See, now it looks cool, but it's not so glaringly black. Also, just under 2,000 blocks east or west of the spawn should be good. So yeah, if you want to find new, if you have my version of the world and you're using it as part of your survival, 2,000 blocks east or west is what you got to do. You should cover that structure like they did with Chernobyl, says Ailkid. Hey, thank you for the tip, Ailkid. It's good to see you around. I do like that that's what it effectively is. I'm like containing this radiation of terribleness. Copyright thing is so annoying when uploading videos, I have to turn the Minecraft music off. Really? Minecraft music gets you copywritten? That seems like someone's not done their job correctly, somewhere along the line. I don't know where, I don't know who, but I do know what. And that is someone's gone wrong somewhere. Okay, so where are the barrel of, okay, let's throw this in there. Take out one of these. And let's get a little bit of experience with my shovel by doing some smelting of some sand. Should I use coal here or whatever? Minecraft music should not infringe copyright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm sure like someone's trolling when they claim your copyright by doing that. Like that's so bizarre that would happen. So yeah, I have an idea, chat. I have a very good idea. Happened twice before I was just like, nope, turn it off. Honestly, Minecraft music is too loud anyway. Let's like be real with ourselves. So let's just get a little bit of experience. Just run through here, kill some cows, get a little bit of experience. Didn't really help me, did it? Actually, I need to kill some blazes. I mean, it's contrary to the stream title, but I need some blaze rods to finish that end pathway anyway. So let's find a spawner and let's just chill there, kill some blazes, and finish the stream in a chill way. And I've got detachment issues with the stream. It's like, no, don't end. I can change. Trust me. It's not me. It's you. It's all of you. It's always been all of you. I should surround this thing with sand. Make it more blaze colored. Oh, I've got like a serious inventory. Oh god. Yeah, I need to go smelt the sign. I'll be back. I need to go put this stuff away. We're sorry. Thank you. That's all I've ever asked for. Let's go, action time. I'd say it's actually... Oh, look at this, by the way. I haven't done this in forever. Where's the button even? Is it here? I actually don't know where the button for this is. Chat, how do I... The rails aren't powered. Is there a button I meant to... Oh, I meant to, like, climb it up to... Ah, there we go. I was like, what's wrong here? When you don't have a serious inventory problem. Exactly. It's famously... I've got eggs in there. Oh, damn it. Yep. Throw the egg. Now I've got space for blaze rods. But, you know, I'm basically doing a thing anyway. Oh, God. Use dried kelp blocks to smelt. Dried kelp to smelt. I kind of like using bamboo rods. I think that's a pretty healthy strategy. But yeah, I've got this idea, chat. I think I've already mentioned, actually, the desert tunnel thing. I just need to like test it, see if it's like good. But I think I want to do like a little desert tunnel. So I'm gonna be using a lot of sandstone for that soon, I think. Hey Toy Cat, I was victorious because you said I can do it. Thanks. You're welcome. There. Also, I didn't do any. Damn it. I'm so bad at inventory management. I just never do it. I just don't. It's there. I'm there. I should be doing it, and then I'm just not. Can you show your armor real quick? There you go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna empty it out. It's gonna be wonderful. Stone in here. These things not here. Oh, okay, yeah, we're correct. Diorite, granite. Wonderful. Throw some sandstone in the chest that it's not gonna fit in. Sandstone. And oh god, we've got a management problem here. Oh wait, this sand chest has spaces that can be filled with sand. So we'll just fill this up to the brim. Take some sand out from here. Throw it in there. Oh god, that's sandstone. And now, hopefully this all fits. It's gonna be the messiest fit if it does fit. So sand in a shulker box goes here. Then the sands pile goes there. And then sandstone. Okay, yeah, we've got some space issues. So we'll take out the clay and we'll smelt that now. Hey, I made it work. What's the clay even doing in there is a good question I should ask myself. And then grab some dirt and let's go. Condense your clay. Yeah, I don't know. I should condense the clay or I should just smelt it up, really. Wait, is it better to... Oh, if I want to have hardened clay, I need clay blocks, whereas if I want bricks, I need to not. I do want bricks, but bricks just feels like such a waste of clay compared to hardened clay, terracotta, whatever. But you can get terracotta really easily from mesa biomes, so I guess I'll do that. You know what, here we go. Let's take out my iron ingots and let's... Oh, look at that, we're finally back out of the danger zone. And now we can go. There's things, not sand, in the sand chest. You know, it's pretty well organized. It's just not perfectly organized. That's the issue, okay? It's close to organized. It's okay, I love you, for the love of God, fix your chests. Look, it's functional, okay? It's functional. See, this is what proves I'm not a conscientious person. Looking at my chests. I would argue they're organized exactly how I want them. But everyone in chat would disagree with that thing being put together. Did you see the first sub 25 random seed speedrun, RSG speedrun on mobile? I didn't, but I think that's so cool. I really do. And now we get 2 blaze rods. Oh, 4 blaze rods. Jesus. Man, that was like, you know, that's the best luck we're getting all day. Not only did I get the 50-50, but then all 3 of my looting stacks paid off, which is incredible. That's quite organized if you consider Toycat's usual organization. Exactly, Lisa. You know, we need more heroes like Lisa here. Oh god, okay, let's... Oh, why am I flying? What's happening here? Quickly switch out. Prepare the shovel. Switch out, prepare the shovel. Switch out to the shovel, get that XP in. I wonder why they're spawning so fast. This is what I need during speedruns. If this happened more often, I would be a much happier Toycat. Anyway, so I'm gonna get a few blaze rods going. See, the first blaze I killed got me 4 blaze rods. The next 5 I killed got me 3 total. That is the next 6 I killed got me 3 total. The next 7 I killed got me 3 total. Such is life. Bomby5, thank you for the $1 tip. Toycat needs to add desert will emojis. Oh, yeah, okay, you know, I don't know who makes emojis for me, but whoever does, if you're watching right now, make me a desert will emoji. Toycat, why don't you see donations? I don't see donations. I'm kind of donation blind. I hate to break it to you. Although that is proving, just for the record, the opposite point. You know, some people say like, oh, why is Toycat reading donations instead of reading me? And then there's people been like, you know, I think you missed. Why aren't you reading that? Also, stream tomorrow says MindDude26. Yeah, I try to always stream on Thursdays, unless I'm arrested where I'm going, because I do have plans that shouldn't be legal. It sounds like I'm trying to commit crime. I have plans that are entirely legal, but like malicious compliance type legal. So we'll see. But assuming that doesn't happen, I'll be streaming. Or assuming there's not like a house fire tonight. Always a risk. Always a risk. You gotta watch out. Let's see what we can do about the desert ammo. Hey, thank you, Deshi. Okay, let's go. Man, it's so fast to like. Obviously, this isn't a proper blaze farm, but the fact that like blazes can repair even a netherite shovel this fast, and also get me something that I want, it's really nice. Should I just use the? Oh no, I need the looting to get the blaze rods. Did you know blazes give 10 experience instead of 5? It's more than any other thing. People are saying Toycat looks like Quentin Tarantino. I feel like every like person on the internet gets compared to other people. You know, like obviously, like, you know, you look like X, you look like Y. And I feel like Quentin Tarantino is like famously not an attractive guy. Like he looks very interesting. Toycat is not subbed to himself. Exactly. You know, IBX Toycat cannot subscribe to IBX Toycat. But can IBX Toycat subscribe to IBX 2Cat and Andrew Andrews? These are the questions we don't know the answers to, but we're desperately seeking them. But stay clear of those blazes if you don't want a house fire. Exactly. That's the only safe thing to do here. 1, 2, and let's go. Okay, so we're level 42 now. We got 18 blaze rods. I can combine that with some pop chorus fruits, get some end rods going, and wonderful. Useless pretty. I might stand there for a while. Wait, chat, can you do, like, if I fence off the blaze spawner and then I just, like, go AFK for a while nearby, will there just be a bunch of blazes when I get back? Or is there, like, a cap to how many blazes can spawn around the spawner? Does anyone know the answer to that question? Because I've only seen a blaze farm once in 2013 for console edition, so I have no idea of the mechanics, and honestly, do I care about them? It's a good question. I don't have the answer for you. So let's make a bunch of end rods. Let's throw these in there. I think there's a cap to it. They need to be guided away somehow. Oh, so I have to make like a... I guess you could have oh yeah, how would you do that? You'd have like a bunch of trapdoors so they fall down onto something. Maybe. There must be a cap because spawners don't usually have more than 5 mobs around them ever. Yeah, that's my feeling, that there must be some reason you couldn't. It's good to know that my feeling is correct. You know, some people Some people say there's no such thing as correct feelings, but those people just have bad incorrect feelings. That's my reckoning here. Anyway, so yeah, this is usually where we end a stream, but what if we just never ended? You ever consider that? You ever consider maybe the stream doesn't need to end? Maybe it can be infinite, you know? But no, yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I've got a lot of glass I'm gonna be placing on my end. So between now and then, what I'm gonna do. Also, you can use the chunk deleter to get rid of the million block nether thing and reduce the size of your world greatly. That's what we did for the release version, but I don't feel good doing that for my personal version, so I haven't done it. And I know that's insane to a lot of people, and that's okay. We can be insane. I'm okay with that as a decision. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately hold this here, and then I can take the experience from the hopper and slowly repair my little shovel while I'm here. How is this activated? Oh, there's sand in there. I need to put some more sand in there, though. Probably. Take the 11 out. Throw it in there. Oh, there's already some in... you know what? It's fine. It'll work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chill here for a bit. Wait for the furnaces to go. I could probably have more of these set up. Like, you can see where the space for it is on one of these two sides. But I won't. Instead, what I'll do is I'll say thank you for coming along to my live stream. I appreciate you showing up. It's real hard. I think when it's connected to the furnace for your experience, if it's connected to hopper for you. Supposedly they fixed that. But you're right, I don't know for sure. Wait, I'm gonna listen next time. Wait, okay, I've got headphones around here somewhere. I'm gonna listen in. Okay. Huh, interesting. Yeah, maybe I do have to keep it in the furnace. Let's break the hopper. Let's see if we can hear it from the furnace. Oh, you can. Okay, so you have to disconnect it from the hopper too. That's interesting that that's true. So I can do that for all of them, but I'm just gonna do it for this one, and just leave it open. Press Y every now and then. Oh wait, I could probably do it through here. Yeah, let's shut this door, and then can I make this? I don't think I can because the hopper's got such an awkward shape. Okay, let's do this. If I can like, wait, okay, I gotta jump over this. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I believe in myself. Oh, I have to have this out as well. If I remove that hopper there, I could, but not with this door open. Unless I stand like perfectly inside the door. There we go. Damn it. Okay, if I stand just enough outside the door. No, I'm always gonna be on the block. There was sand in the furnace on the floor. If you break the furnace, it should have so much built up. Oh, really? Wait, is that true? If I break the furnace, it'll have a bunch. So find one that's almost dead in the lava. And if I break it, a bunch of experience will come out. Is that true? That sounds amazing if so. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, that was cool. That's a weird... I don't think it should store the experience, but I love that it does. That was worthwhile. I'm glad we did that. Also, the lava bucket stayed in the furnace. It didn't drop out. How did that happen? You know... So I'm going to do this from a distance. That is incredible. That is truly incredible. Oh my god, all the way to the max. That's so nutty. Okay, so we're level 47 now. That's so cool. Like, that is so much experience that has been stored up there. Oh, that's crazy. So it also works if you take one piece out of the furnace, supposedly. So I'm going to take this glass out the moment it happens, according to Robert Anderson Gillette. No, Gatt. I said that so wrong. So this one doesn't have as much in it, but you could tell there was a lot of XP coming from that. Huh, fascinating. That is really fascinating. I'm so glad I taught you something. I'm so interested by the way that works. That experience was just so much. I went from 42 to 47. That's the same as you know, I don't know. That's a lot. That was cool. I want to do this like for so long now. I want to run. Now that I know you can automatically do it, I'm gonna use that to some dangerous extents. I think that's gonna be my primary source of experience farming even. But yeah, so that's cool. That was a fun little end of the stream. Now I've got a fully... Look, the shovel's fully repaired. It was broken all of what, like 6 minutes ago? I don't know. Put a lever on it. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, if you just put a lever on it, then you could stop them if you wanted to. Yeah, that might be a smart idea. Just put some lever here because it'd power both, right? Would it? No, it wouldn't. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching today's live stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Unless you didn't not enjoy, in which case I hope you did not enjoy the live stream because you're a fun person. And I'll see you all in the next one. Unless there's a house fire. Only you can stop house fires by subscribing to IBX Toy Cat. Goodbye. Also, someone said they recently changed furnaces to drop XP when they're broken. I did know that they changed it, but I didn't know it would accumulate all of the experience. I thought it was only if there was gainable. That's so wacky that it accumulates the even the. You know, it's cool. I love that. I'm gonna be using that to some dumb extent, and I love that. That is my new small passion. It'll probably be my next Let's Play episode, honestly. So that'll be fun. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye. Or is it goodbye? What if it's never goodbye? What if the stream doesn't end? Also, I did see the snapshot today, Berman Knowles. Wait, I'm gonna plug myself. I released a video earlier. You should check it out. Have you already checked it out? Then, I don't know. Go to your local park, throw a frisbee or something. Unless that's illegal. In which case, do it anyway, but I didn't tell you to do it.